Does everybody have their snacky and their water? Are we all ready to play some D&D tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, who remembers what happened last time?
We brought back Hazel's mom in a ritual that was not gross, even a little bit, like not even slightly disgusting. It didn't involve the sacrifice of like dozens or 20 animals and a straight up human dude.
King's blood.
Mhm, mhm. Found out she has a tramp stamp that's what is it? Hey,
Always hag fun.
always hag fun. Yeah, that's it. um, and then we went to Crab Island to kill ourselves a crab and hopefully bring ourselves back a disfigured corpse. I'm missing anything in there? Other than us killing him in effectively 30 seconds? So far.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. There are many more little beats, but those are all the big ones. If anyone has more to add, feel free, because I'm an idiot, so...
I just work here.
I'm not hearing anybody say anything
Well then,
else, so... Yeah.
we will flash back to this moment. We've just finished defeating this large storm crab and the fleet of cultists. And we have just this moment to catch our breath.
Well, Quilbert is going to send a healing spell into Taryn then, while we're standing here. Hang on. You get 21 health back. Oh, it automatically applied. Look at that. Because I was smart enough to target you.
Quilbert gets pets, but also, thank you, Hazel.
You're only getting slightly licked all over by a hedgehog right now.
What a time to be alive.
So I take it that there's no bringing Brooke back.
That was always a risk. I mean, there's ways to do it, but they're not easy or cheap. Not that those will always be an issue, I suppose, but I'm pretty sure the magic that we could use to bring her back on the spot would not work. So...
We can save her though, right?
Yes, I think so, just not right at this moment. But we at least put a stop to whatever this creature was doing, at least as far as we know.
Does she actually have these, like, crab-like appendages now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oof.
So is she gonna have those forever if we bring her back?
Not if... I... Would Hazel know about true resurrection? She could have asked and found out about that, right?
That is effectively what was cast to bring your mother back.
Yeah. I mean...
In essence, it was a hag version of that. I won't say that it's the
Yeah.
direct spell.
Yeah.
But it
mean-
was a hag version. It required a lot of power, like a lot of magic.
Yeah.
Had to be on a full moon.
I mean... We know there are ways to bring back beings who literally lost their heads, so... It's just requires a lot of blood, as you all know. Looking at Nira and Taryn and Mateo, who I believe are the only ones there.
Oh God, not that. Oh fuck.
There are other ways to do it, but that is just one of them. That's a version of it that I have access to right now, essentially. You can do it other ways, it's just a lot more expensive. Not to say that it's not worth it.
Wait, you need blood?
I mean, you remember the spell. There was so much blood. Over the above table days, there was so much fucking blood. It was like a river of blood.
Magical amounts of blood
Yeah, more blood than there should have
began
been.
to pour from the ground.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Witchy as fuck.
Super metal, yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna like kind of hold up her she has a bit of hair that she got from Brooke the first day that they all met each other. I do have this, but it's a lot, so I don't it's I think this was worth it to put her to rest. Does anyone disagree with that?
Yeah, but I can't do fucking shit.
We might, well, we can, there's just, it'll require a little more gold or strength of stomach than perhaps we had hoped. But we avenged her. I mean, you knew her better than we did.
She got any
Used
like
to know her.
family?
Yeah. I don't know. If there's no way to bring her back, then we should just bury her. It's not worth it to trouble her soul.
Friendly reminder that a corpse is an object.
Yeah, we can put her in this bag of holding and bring it anywhere. We don't have to, you know, lug her around just on someone's back.
I mean, I don't mind carrying her. She's not exactly heavy.
Same.
Where the fuck do we bury her then?
Where do you think would be a good place?
Why the fuck you asking me? I don't know. I'm not the expert in this. I know her about as well as y'all do. I guess on Crab Island. I guess that's her final resting place.
She was from like the Spice Lands or something, right? I know the Summer Isles.
Yeah, that one. I don't know if you're a family. She never talked about it. To my knowledge.
Roughly how far are the Summer Isles from here?
About yay far.
Closer than other places. By ship? Like 14 days? On a good ship? A month on a bad ship?
I got good ships, I think.
Yeah, but they ain't here.
They ain't here.
We could meet up with one.
I think we've established already that the anchors cannot be used on unconscious individuals, correct?
Yes, you have to be, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll go get a shovel then.
Taryn picks her up.
Yeah.
It's not hard to find.
She finds a
Seems
normal
as
size
good as any.
shovel for herself, and then she pulls out a really tiny shovel that she hands to Safia from her bag. It's my survival one. It's perfect size for you.
But that means I have to dig.
Can't you like mage hand or something?
Oh, I can. She just casts Mage Hand.
Quilbert dives
And-
in and starts digging like a hedgehog, which is adorable.
Her canon mage hand is Quilbert because she doesn't use magic.
She's hard. She's got a blue glove that she just like throws in the air.
Nira, are you able to like punch the ground and create massive craters?
Yes, but dirt doesn't work like that.
Well, to digging then.
You just bury her in this courtyard?
We'll
No,
take
we'd
her
find
out
somewhere pretty,
near
right?
the beach area.
Yeah, beach area, I think.
Gotta be beach on this island somewhere.
Would it not be better to just put her out to sea?
I was debating putting her in the fire, but I didn't want to suggest it if it seemed too harsh.
Yeah, I mean,
Crab oil.
I guess that works. I don't know. I think the fire works. I don't know. I'm not a burial expert, y'all. I'm not
If you like, we can give her a pirate's funeral.
a necromancer.
I don't know what those two things have to do with each other, but
What is a pirate's funeral?
you put them
You
out on a
steal
life
stuff from a
raft.
corpse?
No, you put them out on a life raft, and then you light the raft, and you just send it on its way.
No. I don't know.
Light it with a flaming arrow.
That's the Vikings. We're a little different.
Somebody make a religion check.
I ain't great at those. I'm gonna let y'all do that.
17. Somebody got a nat 20.
Natural 20.
Oh no, she's dead. She's having a great religion check right now as she talks to God.
Yeah, literally.
The face of Brooke Summers appears in the clouds.
Did you say like Mufasa? Is that what you just
Like
said?
Mufasa.
Oh my god.
I thought it too.
Remember
Exactly.
who you are.
Okay, natural 20 from beyond the grave. What do the clouds look like over this island as they take your form?
That was a joke.
You roll a nat
No,
20?
that's hilarious. Yeah.
I don't know. Flowers.
With a 17 religion check. You know that people from the Summer Isles do actually take a burial by sea a lot of the time.
Yeah, Evelyn, that pirate thing you were talking about, that I remember Brooke mentioned. The memories are foggy, but she did mention something about summer islands taking burial by sea.
I think the word you're looking for is islanders, but yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure they're islands.
Hylians.
Yeah, Hylians.
I go towards the docks and I try and find a life raft. of
It's
some
not
kind.
hard. There are several little rafts around here that you could easily push out to sea if you wanted to.
Aaron just takes her body.
Alright, so there's two ways we can do this. We can gently light it on fire with a torch as we push it out, or we could do what Jack calls the fun way, where we use the cannons.
Conveniently timed, you hear a cannon go off, and then Nira just cackling.
Yeah, this is all set up for you to do if you want.
Torch. I think I'd prefer torch.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Fire! No, I'm just kidding.
Also, Evelyn, you see that there's a pretty okay ship here. You might be able to send one of your ships here to apprehend this. And then perhaps add another ship to your crew.
Kids on this island?
Ship with black sails.
Are there like kids here still?
No, we killed all those. No, I'm just kidding. Remember last time when they ran off into the woods by themselves?
Oh, they just got by wildlife. Okay.
No, Brooke got them back. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that was 4 years ago, so...
Oh, there'd be more kids.
Yeah.
They'd be fresh ones, fresh
New
kids.
Fresh ones.
On the block?
Jesus fuck.
New kids on the
That was
block.
the most witch thing you've ever said. Fresh ones.
No kids this time.
No more moral travesties.
Well, let's not
I'd like
get
it to
crazy.
be very clear that I'm stealing this hammock. It is now in my inventory.
Cool. Could have bought one. Would be better than that one.
But I got this one.
Free shit, best shit.
Was the right price.
Sure.
So I guess put her body in a boat, put some flammable, light it on fire. Am I wrong? Anybody an arsonist here?
Yes, but that's besides the point.
Does-
Whoa!
A crab peeks its head up out the water. Just looks at you.
Oh shit.
I saw that. That was a big crab.
Does Brooke have anything on her that, like, I don't know if she would have kept something like this, but like maybe like a journal of hers from before she
You watch a
got-
big crab go out to sea. Just kind of scuttling around.
Yeah.
Another cannon shot. It's not aiming for the crab. She doesn't even know the crab's there. She's just firing cannonballs out to sea. And more just maniacal cackling.
That is the most
Fine,
insane
yeah.
looking.
Crab just looks at you. It's got a bunch of really shiny amethysts on its back.
What are you looking at,
Uh-oh.
ugly?
It slinks back into the water.
Here is her backpack.
Okay.
Backpack.
Backpack, backpack.
So yeah, I take some of these leaves off of these trees and some twigs from the bushes, and I kind of add ample kindling to this life raft as we rest her down on top of all of it. I will light one of my plethora of torches, and Evelyn hands it over to Mateo. He was right.
Am I supposed to say something?
You can if you like. But, no one will judge you otherwise.
Well,
Well, more than they already do.
Brooke, don't really know you anymore because I sort of tried forgetting you because I felt guilty. Thought I could come back and save you. Guess I couldn't. I'm sorry. For getting you into all this mess. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else got anything to say?
We can still do right by you, and we're gonna try.
I ain't good at speeches.
Hey, it's okay. I've only got mean things to say, so I'm gonna keep them to myself.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. I guess I'll toss the torch in.
And then Evelyn will give the life raft a hearty kick out towards the ocean.
At least you can rest in peace.
Hope.
Better than what we'll get, probably.
Yeah, better than being a slave to the Crab King.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn will reach into her bag and pull out a bottle of Violet Lightning and kind of hand it over to Mateo as she puts her other arm around him. Let's get you
Mateo's gonna
home.
take a big swig and pass it on to the next person.
Were we teleporting home? I forget. Because if I need to make a call, I should have done that already.
Maybe?
Evelyn sails them all home
Oh, I could do that.
on the free boat. Teaches them all how to man the sails.
That'd be cool.
Captain Evelyn Reed for a month.
I mean, I'm down. The problem is she would want to sail it to Azuria and not to...
You totally could. I mean, if you guys are all down, like, this would be a great time to have your actual honeymoon.
Honeymoon on
You
a
just
boat
hang
with
out
the
on a
rest
boat.
of the whales.
Yeah, hang out on a boat with all of our friends. It's like
Yeah.
a 2-week cruise.
Back
have to
to
teach everyone?
Azuria, it's probably on this boat. We'll have to make some rolls. A little over 2 weeks for sure.
Okay.
Well,
Why don't you
Hazel
make me a
can-
vehicle check?
I'm
We
a
don't worry
fighter.
about
I think
food,
I have,
so.
I think I have efficiency, or is that only the folk hero?
Why don't you all make me a vehicle check? Hang on, let me do a epic roll.
Would that be under tools? I don't know if I have vehicle proficiency.
You know who does
Our
have
boat's
vehicle
gonna fucking
proficiency?
sink, y'all.
crazy.
I guess
okay?
that is a proficiency, isn't it? It's
It
not a
is.
skill.
You just choose what stat goes with it, and you add your proficiency if you are proficient with it.
So it would be intelligence, I guess? Or no, what would be wisdom? It's probably a wisdom check.
You're the DM.
Laura,
Hang on,
let me
we'll,
look at
we'll do
Laura.
wisdom.
Survival based, maybe.
Yeah, we'll do survival.
I would like to drink my last remaining liquid luck potion at that. Hit the roll button, but I don't think it happened.
Nat 20.
Safia is not helping very much.
Stuff he's
Taryn,
drinking.
you're really trying to help. You and Safia are really trying to help man these sails. And it is just like a lot more complicated to run a boat than you think it is. Like Evelyn and surprisingly even Deianira are like leading on how to do this boat. Hazel and Mateo, you're following along and you're able to pick up some of the slack, but Safia, Taryn, it's a little tough. Like
He's a rock. He's literally meant to be on Earth, you know? Not on water.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say meant to sink.
that
Same.
that is
test that
not
theory,
the
let's jump on
energy. That is not the energy I'm bringing to the studio today.
You don't need to kill another player character today. Come on.
Over this side. Oh,
Or do we?
there we go. Sink.
But yeah, we can, unless there's anything you guys want to do during that, we can flash forward a couple weeks to, when you make port in Azuria.
Can we say that during those weeks I get vehicle proficiency?
Why not?
Cool.
Trinket, can I have Hazel make a wisdom saving throw?
What?
For what?
I'll PM it to you.
I added it as water vehicles specifically, not all vehicles. Just
Hell
so.
yeah.
Which, fun fact, guys, there is proficiency in all vehicles, water, land, and air vehicles. They are all separate, or you can get all of them, but I don't know how you get all of them.
I don't know a purpose that would serve Cole.
Cause I'm like halfway into their trip. Hazel will come down to her room and she'll find a letter on her bed.
While they're on the ship?
Yes. 'Cause I'm God. Just kidding. Actually, no. I'll wait till she gets home. Actually.
So, in Azuria?
Wait,
Oh,
are
true,
you,
yeah.
are we going to Zoria or?
Yeah. Why would I take my boat all the way to L'Oreal when I live in North Azure, you know? This
But
is my
you
boat now.
love us.
It makes
No,
sense for her to
we
find
don't.
it at the house in L'Oreal.
Have we been to your house in North Azuria yet?
I don't think so.
House tour. House tour.
Oh gosh. Okay. I don't have a fancy map. Okay, I'm not like y'all.
Shame.
Okay. First of all, so it's a nice like cliffside property. We kind of look out onto the Spice Straits towards I think it's pronounced Gartos. I don't know. Looking out in that direction. I don't think we can see that though. This is not a rushes in my backyard type scenario. But Yeah, it's pretty nice. 2 floors. On the main floor, off of the kitchen, there is an alchemy lab, and on the top floor there is a nice office slash, like a space for Safia to work with all of her linens and making fancy clothes and magical items and stuff, like a little workshop for her. And then in the basement is like just a massive lounge area that has like a little training area in the corner.
Where's Safia's meth lab?
No meth labs here. We do have an alchemy lab, but no meth labs.
As far as she knows.
But yeah, it's not too fancy. I splurged on the location more than the property itself. If that makes sense.
Are the ceilings tall or short? High.
They're they kind of go with the angularness of the roof, so certain sections are short and certain sections are tall.
Huh.
You will notice that some of the furniture in Safia's office is a little on the smaller side, though. For her comfort.
There's like one chair that's normal size in case I have someone.
And it's on wheels, and you can
Is it
tell-
like a
you
kid's
can tell-
playset? The office?
No, it's not like a kid's playset. They make furniture for halflings and for gnomes, you weirdo.
They are still children's furniture though, because Sophia found them more colorful.
Oh my god. But you can tell that, yeah, the one normal size chair is on wheels, and it's actually been like, all the wheels are like locked up at the moment. Because you can tell that probably Evelyn tries to wheel herself around and knocks things over often. Some like random skid marks on the floor from just the wheels of that just sliding around.
Who decorated the house, Safia or Evelyn?
Definitely Safia.
Still got the blindness in you.
Evelyn put like some effort into decorating the front door and like the outside space, and that was really it.
Makes sense.
And she got them a really big bed.
Nice fucking house.
Looks great.
It's better without you in it.
Jesus, are you just constantly a bitch, Safia?
Yes.
Oh, that was incredible. Evelyn will walk over to check the orb. Must ponder.
You was gonna say you're gonna ponder the fuck out of that thing.
Has anyone sent a message?
Not specifically, I
have.
don't think.
5 new messages.
Well, yeah, we're good to hang out here as long as you like. We don't have a ton of guest staying area, but I can get you into a hotel pretty cheap. And I'm sure I know someone in this city that can teleport you to Lorraine.
Didn't you set up
Yeah.
a teleportation circle at your house?
You're right, I paid some fool a bunch of money to... Yes. Yes, right over there. Just touch the button on the wall. You, like, flick it like a light switch.
You still have to be able to cast the teleportation circle spell, but...
Oh, I don't have... Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, so we'd need somebody still, because witches
Alright.
can't cast that.
Let me call Ralphio. One moment.
Ralphio.
You got a guy nearby who can cast the spell for you, for sure. Somebody on your staff.
You got a guy.
You got a guy for that.
I've named him.
Ralphio.
You named it.
Hey, my name's Ralphio. I live in North Azuria. I'm a little halfling.
Is this just fucking Mario?
No, I'm Ralphio. I'm a distinct character.
Yeah, pay attention.
Yeah, come on.
Please.
Pay attention.
But yeah, thanks for setting up the portation here, but can you port them to Lorraine, please?
Anything for you.
Oh my god.
That's my boy, and she'll give him, I don't know, 5 gold.
A little tippy.
I was
Anyway, hope I
75%
never have to do
sure.
that character again.
I was fairly sure you're gonna be like gives him like a fruit snack or something.
Evelyn's a great boss. She
Don't
just
make me
throws
do it
money
again.
everywhere.
Don't make me do the voice again, please.
You chose the voice, not me.
Look, it just happened, okay?
Sometimes the character
I want
takes
his
over.
entire fucking
Is it
backstory.
is
Damn,
it
like,
still politically appropriate to do an Italian accent, okay? Like,
Yeah, you're good. It was fine. It was good. It took me right back to playing CDG.
nice. Yo, after this, I gotta pitch you guys my next CDG campaign. After the show, ask me again.
I'm sold. You had me at next CDG game.
Yeah.
Trinket's really a magic 8 ball. Just ask me again.
Ask me again.
Can
Okay.
we level up?
You do level up again. This is the end of year 2, so this will be into year 3. Who's got year 3 plans?
Did I never?
I want to kill a bitch.
Where should we be level 13 now? Did I not level up Hazel to level 12 officially?
Into year 3, you should be level 13 now. Yeah.
Oh
shit.
fuck, 13?
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
really?
I get. I mean,
Hang on,
technically, it's
hang
towards
on.
the end of the year. You get the second level towards the end of the year.
So we'll be 12.
So you'll be
in-
12 now. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
My bad. Also, I've added a new thing to the map. You'll see every place that we've visited in person in a scene now has a green check mark. So even places that we don't have like straight walk from place to place in will have a check mark on it if we visited it. Because I realized there was a ton of places that we visited but that we didn't walk to. So it won't have the blue trail. Because the blue trail is like the path that we've taken. But green check marks, that's just like, that's where we've been, you know? I don't know, I just wanted to track that so at the very end of the last episode we can look, wow, look how much shit we did.
Okay.
We've been all over.
I do not know how to.
Y'all, guess what my armor class is now?
That's what mine. Like I'm like fucking yes.
What's your armor class?
22.
20 finally. There it is.
25?
No, 20. I said
Safia
finally.
over here with a 13 still. Hey, can someone help Safia?
With?
Their character
Not-
sheet?
Where would I go in Plutonium to import warlock thing?
Class features and traits.
Okay. And
If you
just do
needed
ones
if
that
you
aren't.
needed a specific like class feature, you would do it that way.
Oh,
So
Trinket, how
what do
much
we need?
money do we have right now?
So I mean, you would have gotten 22 by the end of the second year. You would have gotten 22,000 gold.
And then add
From
5,000.
that's so it's 11,000 gold a year. So you would have
Okay.
gotten 11,000 the first year, 11,000 the second year.
And then I get 5,000 because of FL distilleries.
But you also sold some, or you also spent some stuff. So I will say that actually for you specifically, you're not getting any money back from that yet because you did that year 2.
Okay.
So this next year in year 3, you'll have things come to fruition. But yeah, in the same way, like Evelyn's thing has already paid off at the beginning of the year. They won't, or like they paid in at the beginning of the year. So this next year in year 3, you'll start to see your businesses and stuff pay back.
No worries. I have enough money, I think, but I just want to buy a +3 longbow when you get a chance.
I wanted to do some a quick item trading after I get the letter, specifically.
Sure thing.
Oh yeah, it's a new year, so I gotta deduct 3,000 gold.
That's, thank you.
Trinket, there's no helping Safia. Even if Safia were to get a +3 set of level armor, most 15.
Yeah. But it would still
What, like a
help.
ring of evasion? Or
I do not have attunement slots for that.
oh shit.
Does Safia not just have like leather armor?
Safia does.
Okay, why
Safia,
don't you get like +3 leather armor?
Safia has no dex bonuses.
Ah. Then
I'm
yeah,
trying-
It's just gonna be lazy.
You
Where
should,
would I add
try and get
invocation?
another feature and get like medium armor, or see if you can
Plus
spend
3
it.
longbow is a very rare item, so I forego how much those cost.
Where do I add warlock invocations specifically? Because I'm not seeing them in. I'm not sure what to choose under filters.
This one is hard. Hold on a second. Other options and features.
Oh, how much would Elven Chain cost?
What level of item is it?
It is
Yeah,
a rare.
Are you trying to get like agonizing blast or something?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to add it for you?
Sure.
You have to manually add that because there's a technical prerequisite of
There you go.
you have to. I've come across this before. You basically have to actually be a warlock to get it, but
Even if you take Eldritch Adept.
even if you
can-
have, yeah, it doesn't. The system doesn't read it that way.
Okay.
So for the rare magical items, you guys can have Safia make them because I don't think there's anything that she's declared that she's been making for people, and I gave her a bunch of shit that she could make. So, or I put in like the thing that you guys could make magical items. So, provided you want to like make the magical items and not buy them, you can use like the trinket rules to make them. So 1,000 GP for a rare, and then 10k for a very rare item. A +3 is a very rare item, unfortunately.
Oh, it costs 10k.
Just about
Yeah.
to craft, yeah.
Oh, to craft, not to buy. Oh,
Yeah, +3 items are not yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anybody else has any +3 stuff.
I have +3 studded leather armor, but that's it.
And I think I made you pay a good deal for it.
No, you did.
It was like 5k or something like that.
Yeah, and I think that was through the magistrate. So I'll say, yeah, if you wanted a +3 longbow, I'll give it to you for 6 grand.
Perfect. I have 7 grand. Can I sell my +2 for anything, or would that change the price?
Like 2k.
Okay, cool. So that leaves me with 3k. Thank you.
No prob.
I realize that Elven Chain won't actually end up doing you that much good because you still don't have a dex bonus. But Elven Chain, even though you're not like proficient with medium armor, it lets you still wear it, so it would make it 14 plus your dex. So if you could find a way to increase your dex.
Oh, I totally didn't see, but you have your animated shield thing equipped,
Yeah.
but you didn't have it actually equipped.
Yeah, I didn't know where it went. It's been.
It also, it only can activate for like 10 minutes a day, so it is like only if you have it turned on.
I'll be right back, 30 seconds.
Actually, I need to check and see if improved brutal critical actually works.
Oh, brutal critical.
I have
My
to see
love.
if it's actually doing it the way it's supposed to.
Kind of a
So I'll
weak
just sit here
level
and
up for
roll
me.
until-
Why is this being glitched? Hey. You had 37 to hit?
It did not. Okay.
Okay. I shouldn't be missing any shots now, at least. The minimum I can hit somebody at is 24.
Oh, that's it?
Well,
Oh,
because of a
the
natural selection from rogues.
Mhm.
Did you just
I
say
have plus
natural
14 to hit.
selection?
You mean
I love
natural
natural
talent or
selection.
whatever?
I think, yeah, reliable talent is
Well,
probably
that's
what you're
it.
talking to.
Yeah, that's the one. The rogue's natural selection.
Natural
Selection.
selection.
Yep.
What else we do in year 3?
Well, I know Hazel gets her letter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell us?
Okay. Hang on. So, basically, does she get it like basically like kind of soon to when they get back to L'Oreal, right?
Yeah.
And has anyone been staying in her old room, or is it pretty much just been empty this whole time?
It's. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you
I
guys.
feel like I feel like that's not where Nira's been staying when she comes to stay
I
there,
think
right?
Mira's been sleeping in your basement.
Yeah, that sounds pretty Nira. So
If actually, if at the house, if the witch hut is there, she's in her room in the witch
oh,
hut.
you absolutely have full access to the witch hut. I mean, Hazel spends most of her time in the witch hut at the house at L'Oreal, so absolutely always open.
It's between Caraway Manor and the witch hut.
Yeah, witch hut's pretty fucking cool.
You basically
Um,
just
yeah.
go to the property in L'Oreal in order
Yeah.
to get to the witch hut right now.
Because we can put the outhouse in the yard and not have drunk idiots stumble into our gated yard to piss
True.
in there.
In fact,
So, so when she gets there and she goes in and she sees the fucking letter or whatever, she reads it, and we'll talk about what it says. She just kind of walks upstairs, not saying anything after she opens it, and there's like a long moment of silence until you hear the most like ear-piercing witch fucking scream that any of you have ever heard from her, and a really loud crashing sound because she casts black tentacles, and instead of tentacles it's like really thick locks of black hair, and they just destroy every stick of furniture in that fucking bedroom.
Nira's coming stampeding, weapon drawn.
Mateo was in his room and you hear him scream as well as like the tentacles rip through the side of his wall. I was like, hey
she can keep him in the room. And you kind of see her sort of like back hunched a little bit, and her hands like super like clawed, witchy looking. She kind of just stands up and smooths out her clothes. Oh, don't worry, everything's fine. Just everything's fine.
Sure.
buddy boy,
Hmm?
is Quilbert okay? Let's start there.
Yeah, Clipper's fine.
Where is he?
He's like comes up, peeks from in her skirt, like, hey, what's up? Oh, if something happened to Colbert permanently, it would be a lot worse than this.
I think we should be happy Thomas is the one with atom bombs and not Hazel.
Agreed.
Is Taryn there too?
If it's when we just get back, yeah. Because he is just peeking around the corner, like looking in the room, like what the fuck?
She's
Hazel,
gonna.
Are you all right? What?
She's going to like reach like into her skirt because she knows this is where she keeps all of her stuff. Those are her pockets, and pulls out one of those letters that. Have we seen Mateo's? Do we know what they look like on site?
Yeah,
What one of these
Mateo's
letters is?
just tossed it on the table just so everybody can see. He didn't.
Hmm.
And
Wait, you're showing the letter?
She's holding it up, and then she just kind of throws it in the air and lets it sort of like drift down.
Oh, Yusuf said to burn those if I ever got one, and don't even touch it.
Too late for that. And then she just fucking walks into her room and slams the door.
There's a sad little short half elf standing on the other side of the door, thinking about opening the door, but not.
I feel like if you do go in there, she's not in that room anymore. Because she has like a teleport that would get her out of the house. And I feel like she just kind of is. She's very much like, you know what? I don't think I want to do this in exposition. I think she would come back probably like an hour later.
Nira is sitting against the wall beside the door.
Oh.
Aaron fucking read the letter. If you left it, he read it.
Yeah, she threw it on the floor so you could all read it.
Let's have some exposition straight from the mouth of Laurel. What does the letter say?
Oh, God.
Read it out loud, you little shit stirrer.
Dear Hazel, it's been about 3 years now, and I still find myself thinking of you more often than I should. I wonder if you hate me, if you curse my name in the quiet nights before sleep, or if perhaps part of you there's a part of you that understands. I never wanted to hurt you. If I could have spared you from the pain of my betrayal, I would have. But we both know that would have been a lie. It would have meant staying, pretending, hiding behind a mask that was never truly mine. The betrayal was inevitable. It was written in the bones of who I am. My destiny was never to follow. It was to shatter what was built before me, to burn away the rot so something new could take root. I tell myself I had no choice, but that's not true. I made this choice. I knew the cost, and I paid it willingly. But it doesn't mean I don't mourn what was lost. You, most of all. There were nights in the cold, dark exile where I thought of turning back, of begging for forgiveness, of becoming something small enough to fit inside the life I left behind. But you and I both know I could never be small. You wouldn't have loved me if I were. I don't expect you to forgive me, and I don't even expect you to understand. But if you ever wonder why I left, why I became the thing they all needed me to be, know that it wasn't because I stopped caring, it was because I did. If the day comes where my path must end in blood, if justice or vengeance demands my life, then I hope it's your hand that wields the blade. Let it be you, Hazel. Let the dagger find my heart in the hands that once held me close. At least then, in the end, I will know I was truly seen. Laurel.
I'm assuming Nira's getting this secondhand read by Taryn.
Yeah.
You guys really didn't learn anything hanging out with Severus, did you? One, if you have something like that from her, she can follow you with it or get to you with it because it's an object that she knows. We've been teleporting all around. Don't you think it'd be bad to hold on to something like that? And also, you let her egg you on a lot.
I really don't think about her that much, but just being reminded how
You didn't matter. It was always going to just be more lies and whatever she can say to make her point seem more valid, and it's never going to be real. It's never going to make sense. Everyone All of you are looking for it to be so much more. You're hoping that there's going to be some big reveal that this isn't just a puddle of water, that it's a grand ocean. No, this is literally just a cup full of piss. That's it. That's as deep as it goes. There's no more. Every decision she makes is her own.
None of that surprises me anymore. But can she not just leave me alone?
That wouldn't work, because that's what you want. And she doesn't do what you want. She doesn't consider your feelings.
It's good to know that being with me is just too small of a life.
She's gonna get up from her little sitting position. I think even in front of Taryn, I don't think that there's a holding back. Nira's never been reserved. So she's just gonna hug Hazel.
And she's gonna hug her back. I mean, I don't know, how tall is Nira?
A whole 5 foot nothing.
Okay, so about 6 inches difference, so it's not that much shorter. Just one of those, like, hugs with a hand gently on the back of her head, because she knows that she's got a lot of background noise level pain. At this point, probably background noise, but... And I don't think she cries. It's not that she's not upset. Clearly she's upset. I feel like it's almost like something got a little harder. Giggity in Hazel.
Stop.
Maybe.
You just say fucking giggity?
That's because Tanny's perverted and lives in the gutter.
Yeah, Hazel is not a big Family Guy fucking fan. But yeah, something hardened inside her a little bit more. Because look what happened the one time she tried to let somebody in that way.
Aaron is just looking over this thing like, you all fucking getting these from that bitch? What the fuck?
I didn't get one, but Yusuf got one.
Colbert's gonna fly over to you and sort of like grab onto the letter. If you'll let it go.
He releases it. It's like,
He shreds it into pieces.
that a boy. Don't eat it though. Put it in the
Burn it
I
all,
can't-
throw the ashes in the ocean.
Yes.
I can't wait for someone to decide that I'm deserving enough. I'm gonna choose that I am enough for myself.
There's no words, but you do get squeezed a little tighter.
Yo, if Hazel wants a partner, who are they? LOL.
I don't know.
We'll make it happen.
I mean, listen.
Some forest nymph hag boy.
Hazel doesn't have an idea. Me above board has an idea, but
Okay,
You can have
I
her.
mean,
Take her.
it's year 3. Like, start
You
spitting.
can have her. Take her. All yours.
well, she hasn't met her yet. I don't think
It's
so.
fine. You can have her. Take her. Jared's like, here, my sister. Go. Be great. Have a good one.
All right. There's little children running around the Caraway Manor in year 3, at the beginning of year 3, like actually kiddos now.
Mhm.
What else is happening year 3, my lovelies?
Evelyn spends some time in Lorale.
Yes, good.
begging for Taryn and Nira to help her get stronger and train her for like the first 3-4 months before going off to however many challenges it requires to fight her way to Lure in order to try and become the Sword of the Morning. Got a long way to go. But that's my year 3 plan for Evelyn, is hopefully by the end of it at the next level, strong enough to challenge Lure. But I gotta fight other people on the way there, you said, so.
Do you actually go to Starfall in year 3?
Yeah, that's what I said. So, like, the first 3 to 4 months is in Lorraine, training with Taryn and hopefully Nira. And then after that, going to Starfall and literally moving in until it's time to challenge Lure.
Yeah, so you show up at Starfall one day. How do you get there?
Can you point to it on the map for me? I'm a little blind. No pun intended.
To the east.
Ah,
Actually, good,
I was looking for the pings, not the drawings. I see. Okay.
I was doing both.
I will. I'm sure that Yusuf is very tired of me asking and the crew asking him to teleport places. So,
Yep.
I will hit up my little man. I won't make you do the voice, but I'll ask him if he knows a teleport to Starfall.
It can be done.
I'll pay him 10 gold this time.
Do the
Uh,
voice.
I won't be back.
Do the voice.
You show up and we'll say you pay that guy a salary or something.
I gave him an extra tip because I won't be back for a while.
Starfall is a very pretty castle. It's old. It's very palace style. It's more of a palace than a castle, honestly. You come to find that there is Lurdary was not wrong. There is a number of bastards or other people. Not to mention that there are 7 people in line for the role in front of you. Not including the others who try and compete for those top slots. There is a succession. This guy been fucking.
Yeah, and these people don't know who they about to be fucking with, let me tell you.
You do meet. I mean, you can meet your dad at some point if you want. He's a blonde-haired man in colorful robes. He's a little bit older. Probably in his 60s.
My wife would really dig your style, very colorful.
You guys have regular family dinners, which I would say would be probably your first interaction, would be like going to a huge family feast, which you would finally be included at. Which are huge, very fanciful feasts full of exotic fruits and things from the region, as well as local cuisines. But if you wanted to have a private audience with him someday, you probably could request a private audience. It's up to you. I don't know where you want to have this scene.
I think, yeah, she probably would eventually, after maybe like a day or two of being there, at least go talk to him once, you know?
He's at court, too, you know, like, he is a lord, so he does, like, talk to peasants and stuff, like, people who, like, have issues in his kingdom.
Yeah, I'll try and get like an official meeting, not in a public space like that.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say it's not very hard, and he would meet you in a nice topiary garden someday to have a walk with you. Would you like Lur to be there or no?
No.
Okay.
I gotta meet Dad for the
Just
first
want to
time.
say, making sure nobody else is there. Yeah, meets you honestly for the first time in a private garden situation. Like I said, he's very tall, 6 foot. You can tell he was a warrior in his time, but is definitely aging. Walks with a cane, a little bit of a limp these days. You know that he was the Sword of the Morning at one point, but that he passed that on to Lur, who is his firstborn daughter. He's got some nice stubble that's grown, and he is a human man. A little bit darker in complexion than you are. You can tell you got a little bit of the lighter complexion from your mom. People here are a little bit more tan. They also, yeah, they're blonde, and you're a redhead. But you have the distinctive height. And we'll say, as you look upon him, and as you've gazed upon yourself in the mirror, quite a lot since you've been not blind, I would assume. You've come to know your features pretty well, and you know that you guys do look relatively alike. He would greet you in this nice garden with the flowers blooming this time of year and fountains flowing. There would be wine and any kind of fruits and things that you could want.
Very uncharacteristically of Evelyn, she would attend this meeting in like a nice sundress, and she would kind of curtsy as he approaches, and probably it looks like the worst curtsy that's ever been curtsied. But she does greet him, and
No formalities required.
yes, sir. It's nice to finally meet you.
He sizes you up.
It's nice to finally meet you as well.
I didn't know, otherwise I might have contacted sooner, but better late than never, I guess.
If I'm honest with you, I didn't know either. I assume your mom told you that, though.
Yeah, she's not much of a liar, truth be told.
I remember our time.
Was it roughly 27 years ago?
Seems something like that. When I was still in my prime. Still carrying the sword.
Yeah, I'm hoping to maybe reach that level of prime by the end of the year.
Wouldn't
If
that
that's
be
not,
something?
that's not too much of an ask. I assume that I can work my way in somewhere.
It's not my choice. The sword chooses.
Well, I certainly know I'm destined for great things, so...
If you are destined to wield her, then you are destined to wield her. Lur certainly won't be very happy.
Well, I hope to encourage a different relationship during that, so hopefully we can still maintain some level of kinship despite it.
Enough of that. Tell me about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
Well, I can tell you for one, I've definitely seen the inside of a lava worm, and it's not pretty or comfortable.
The inside?
Yeah, I got eaten by one. But I made it out. And I got this cool scar, and she lifts up some of her hair to show this gnarly scar around her, like, temple area.
Ooh.
Let's see, I fought in the war in L'Oreal, fighting off the dragon army.
Lur told me you fought together.
Yeah. Gosh, I helped restore the lighthouse in Skyhold. We fought the Crab King and killed the Crab King. We went...
Oh, you guys finally dealt with that?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, yeah, there's hundreds of adventures, from killing basilisks and stealing the little ones to be our own, all the way to, you know, helping a hag ritual. It goes the full length of craziness. I can tell you all about it. Someone should probably write a book about me, if I'm being honest.
In time. In time, perhaps.
But yeah, and it's not just me though. I run with a really awesome crew, and you know, some of the siblings met my wife, and it's a nice life in Azuria, truth be told. But well, the magistrate's got a big ask of me coming up in another year or so, and even if I may not be the destined one, I think I can still learn a lot while here in doing so. Gotta fight off Zorakthar. So maybe don't get too used to having me around. You never know. She kind of chuckles.
Well, don't perish before you at least get to swing the thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping to be wielding it for that battle, because I will need it.
Oh, yes.
Well, what about you? I know that you were the sword of the morning, and you're clearly busy in the bedroom. But what otherwise? What do you like?
Well,
chess?
yeah, in my free time, I play a lot of games, yeah. Board games. Strategic ones are pretty fun. Got this new thing, I love these new vapes. You ever heard of these? These caraway things?
Yeah.
These are addicting.
She'll pull out
He just
two-
hits one and blows like a crazy, like, smoke ring.
she'll pull out 2 of the Caraway Industries tobacco carts. Yeah, you want these? I kind of still prefer the Dawding's classics, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and just, like, we got tons.
Just, hey, it's better than throwing them away, right? Like, being friends with Alice, saying she just be giving this shit away all the time, and, like... I love her, I appreciate her, but, like, I don't.
You gotta give me some of the raspberry ones. The limited edition ones from last year.
Yeah. I think I've still got a couple mangoes left after they were outlawed, don't worry. But yeah, nothing beats a classic Dawdings as she pulls out a cigarette and lights it.
The love of tobacco clearly runs deep. Well, if there's nothing else with this scene, we could go on to some more.
I have a whole bit of exposition I can throw in.
I have a question for
Here,
him. What was it
here
like to-
at Starfall,
No, back in L'Oreal.
we could snap back to some exposition in L'Oreal real fast, and then shoot back to this.
That's fine.
What were you saying, Aaron?
I just wanted Evelyn to ask him what it was like to fuck Evelyn's mother. I'm curious.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He said he remembered their time. It's probably more than he can say for some.
Do you like how she said, other than being busy in the bedroom?
That was good.
That was good. Yeah.
How long is Emily gonna be gone?
The rest of the year?
What the Okay.
Yeah, she's taking an 11K pay cut, don't worry.
God damn. Okay.
But hopefully when she comes back, she's the sword of the morning, and that'll be really cool.
How much you think that sword's worth?
More than 11K.
You think Laura will at least let you borrow it?
She might not have a choice if I beat her ass.
We'll get back to it. Might happen tonight. You don't know.
Who knows? Not I. I might lose. That's totally possible.
And you're not inviting Nira to see the fight? Fuck off.
Okay. Maybe when it's time for the fight, you guys will get invited. Who knows? It's like 9 months from now.
I missed my fucking party. Jeez, okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be friends here.
Guys, this is really important for my character.
But I'll take myself off push to talk to just exposit at you all, prepare for word vomit. Over the years, Nira, of course, has been growing. The treatment has been working. She's never going to get taller. I think I've said this before, but she is actually taking on feminine features. I'm bringing us to particular one random day in this year where Nira is in her room in Caraway Manor, hurling little rocks as the day goes by, passing time. Eventually, there's a knock on her door, which for her room is never closed, so it's not like no one can just come in. It's never fully closed. It's always like a large crack. There's a knock and a call. Daenerys. And instantly, it's like Nira's hackles raise because no one uses her full name like that. And particularly when Yusuf says it, it's not good. So she's mid-throw, halts, and turns, and Yusuf lets himself in, and actually closes the door behind him. There's a wordless exchange, just glances at one another, as Yusuf finds a seat. Not really a seat, more leaning up against a table, leaning on it, kind of half sitting there. And he lets out a sigh. It's clear it's bad news. And in all this time, Nira's not. She's definitely incredibly simple. Everything is very straightforward. It is go. Something's on the other side of the wall. I don't need to go around the wall. I'll go through the wall. Shortest path, shortest distance. But over this time, she's shown she can listen, she can hear, she can reason. And in the silence, the tears already start to fall. She kind of has a vague idea of what's coming. Nira, it's been a few years. I know you have a longing to go home. And I'm not saying this isn't the I'm giving up talk or I'm quitting. I'm not stopping. No. I want to try to work through some of these feelings sooner, should we fail, and not have to pick up the pieces of you if you collapse should we fail. She's standing there, silently in tears. We're still trying. We are. We are. I promise you. It is one more thing Severus and I see eye to eye on. It's hard. I'm sorry. I don't know what you have to go back home to, though. If what's happened to you there is true, I only see one reason you would want to go back. And Nira's eyebrows furrow and relax and furrow again, and the rock she has in her hand gets crushed. She tightens her fist. Yes. I wonder if that's worth it, though. That this vendetta, this revenge. You're here now. You have a bit of a healthier outlook on life. It's clear he's afraid to say you can let it go, because the kind of pain people can endure and the kind of pain people live through, sometimes you just don't want to let go. But he gives it a beat. Well, I just want you to know that you'll always have a room here. You know that we won't abandon you. And I'm kind of worried that perhaps even if we did find a way for you to get home, based on what I'm learning and coming to understand, I don't know that Severus would let you go alone, at least. He's a smart enough man to figure things out. Perhaps see this road of revenge you have settled in on. But if he did, I don't know that you would leave him. Plus, you have friends here now. I mean, even if you don't call them that, they seem to like you well enough. It's hard when the only bit of evidence you have of a plane's existence is just a person. Again, I'm not saying we're giving up, I'm not saying we're stopping. There's a lot going on right now. I'm sorry that my work into this is slowed rather dramatically. But I'm just worried what will be left of you if, for some reason, we can. Anira turns away to look out over the garden to the garden of Caraway Manor that's out behind the house. There's very, very many large sniffles as she's not vocally crying, but definitely these tears won't stop. And Yusuf will get up and cross the room to this little balcony area. Hold out a hand and kind of move it in a little circle. And a few of the stones will lift and float up into the air. You're not alone. We're not giving up. It's just that I think of a better life for you now. I wouldn't say we're family in the literal way, but I don't know. I've seen you now. I've watched you grow. And he kind of looks over to her. You're even becoming a woman. And she kind of looks at him with the most like twisted, weird, slightly disgusted look. No, not like that. Not like that. No, I am well spoken for. I'm just noticing you're different. You're growing up and becoming your own person. You're sort of making a name for yourself, and I'm proud. She softens a bit and grabs one of the stones floating out of the air. I can stay here as long as I want. And Yusuf doesn't reach out to touch her. They haven't crossed that threshold, and perhaps they may never need to. Their relationship between them has it became not father-daughter, not brother-sister, but more mentor-pupil. There's a level of camaraderie there, and they've always seemed to enjoy battling back and forth. It allowed Nira to express her own freedom, to feel like her own person. And Yusuf didn't mind the little challenge, the little ornery piece of shit. It's fun for them. As they're standing there, Nira kind of slowly warms into a smile as one of the remaining boulders that's levitating just gets launched off into the horizon. Spells are way better at throwing than people. And Yusuf kind of smirks, knowing that she's feeling the threat, the challenge. And gently she does reach out and kind of grab his forearm and squeeze it a little bit. And then winds up to hurl a boulder as far as she can. And that's that. Just wanted a Nira accepting that she might never go home moment.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
She will never be wanting of hogs to crank, you know?
Home is where the Quilbert is.
Home is where the Hogwarts is.
Exactly.
Be the episode title.
Home is where
Next season. Okay, I meant to pitch this to you guys. Next season, we should title every episode something at the end. At the end of the episode, we'll come up with an episode name and we'll name it that.
Hell yeah.
She's growing and becoming more mature, and part of that is accepting hard truths.
Yeah.
Man, if
Crap.
only the other party member we had could have done that.
Anything else in L'Oreal for year 3? Before we cut back to Azuria. Oh, I know something else in L'Oreal.
I was about to say, are we going back like at the end of the year back to, because before that, at some point, like I want to say about maybe month number 5. Taryn gonna do.
What does Taryn do?
Taryn finally, listen, after all the Quill shit, he was like, listen, I need all of this to be pretty much completed before I go. He's gonna go finally ask the wind to be his fucking husband.
That's kind of gay.
Listen,
It's super gay. You're
Alcine,
jealous.
in about year 5, or in about month 5 of year 3, Alicane finishes the rings for you. These beautiful, incredible things that you can describe later, which she presents to you. Yeah, this is, I got rid of 100 of them, trying to work on the best one.
you know, I can't thank you enough for this. Thank you. Well, many things, not just the rings, but also sharing your brother with me.
Well, and at this very moment, one of the little children runs between her legs as they giggle through the room. And she kind of rolls her eyes. You're gonna be babysitting.
Oh, please, listen, I enjoy the children very much. I love my little niece and nephew.
Me too! She smiles this big semi-fake smile. I love little caraways. She pets little Yuri on the head.
It's like, well, they're all really cute, though. Mischievous at times, but cute.
They'd be about 2 at this point.
Oh, growing up.
They're growing up and fast forward. Ah.
Um, but yes, he's going to take the rings and hold them close. He is going to go and find Yusuf. Ask him if he has some time. And when he has time, if they could go to the cabin.
Of course.
Feeling bad that he has to ask for a teleport.
Funny enough, these teleports, they're free. He doesn't mind.
Oh, thank God. He's like, I swear you're not a transportation system to me.
That was still fucking funny if he charged Terran. I'm sorry.
Don't charge
15
that.
gold.
It's,
Thank
right.
you.
it's not monetary.
Um,
But yes, the teleport can happen as soon as Taryn is ready. Um, it is from wherever Yusuf is. There isn't time wasted on going to find a teleportation circle. He just straight up casts teleport to teleport to the circle that is at home. Um, they can go whenever Taryn's ready.
he allows the day to go a little bit, like until it's later on in the evening. Um, when it's nice and kind of starting to sunset. When they get there to the cabin, specifically. But after all the traveling and everything, he's excited that he gets the chance to spend time with Yusuf here, of course, but um, he's also kind of just like he doesn't, he always has his arms out, right? There's never sleeves, so he's kind of fiddling with this in his pocket as they go about their business. He's like, it's like that weird like it's not even weird for him. It's like it's a nervousness, but also like excitement, wanting to do this because he's been waiting. He's been steadfast and waiting for a while just to make sure that this was the right time, and he felt like it was enough. but he would take him kind of towards where the fire pit is normally lit up.
Oh,
that
I can
little
actually
spot.
hang on. Let me actually put us to the scene. I'm sorry. We got this nice scene. I hate to interrupt.
Different where they are, sorry.
They're inside. You can go outside if you want.
There. He would take you sit outside. Depending on where they were, or just teleport right there.
Turn your thing invisible if you want.
Put the bushes.
Into the bushes.
Look in the bushes.
Oh, how do we always do this? Hazel. Crazy how we always pick the same square.
We always do. But yeah, I'll say that it's about like the sun's definitely setting. It's starting to get darker, more like behind them as opposed to facing towards the sunset. And they both know that the stars will be out soon, and I want to say one of their favorite times to just really sit back and watch and understand how small they are in a very vast, big world. And Taryn, once again, just kind of like fiddling with the rings in his pocket, but he's finding that courage within him as he's glancing at Yusuf's face. And he would take his hand and smile and kiss the back of it, and then just a soft kiss to his fingertips. And he would say, "You know, I love the quill, and I love all of our family and friends so much, but I am reminded of how much I adore this when it's just us, and how much I adore you. It amazes me with how intertwined we are now that I still have such a hunger for more. I suppose I'd never really realized how greedy that can be when I want to be." And he smiles. And
It's I think with any moment like this, um, there's there's a swelling. There's a like, oh, this has a point. And while Yusuf is this elemental sorcerer, uh, and very much in control of all of his abilities, sometimes it's not the show that you see on his face so much as everything around. As the tide is going in and out on this little lakeshore cabin, you can see in a more immediate area, the shore is like being pushed back slightly by wind, and there's the two of them caught in caught in the eye of just a very slow tornado. Just the grass around them is slowly spinning.
there's a bit of a cheeky smile on Taryn's face as he continues to speak softly to Yusuf. He's like, "From the moment you gave me a second of your time, someone so powerful and beautiful, allowing the elements to shine so brightly through him. Of course, I was captivated from the moment I saw you. And it's as if my soul saw you and went, oh, there it is. That's what we've been looking for. And then you allowed me to be nearer. You gave me the chance to know you, and God, I've chased the wind ever since. Embraced by it, comforted by it, infatuated completely with it. You, you are everything. When we first spoke, You considered yourself a conduit for the elements, just a container. And I told you that you are far more than just that. Standing here as your partner, you are so, so much more than that. More than the most powerful sorcerer in L'Oreal, more than the greatest spy master in the plains. You are my beautiful breeze. All my desires in this life, my future. And he starts to get down on one knee.
The chairs just get blown away.
He pulls
The
from his pocket.
the tide is being forced back, no longer allowed to actually reach the shore. Just wind, grass, small stones battering the side of the cabin. But in the eye of the storm, it's still calm.
He opens the box and he just says, and I would very much like to start our future as husbands, Yusuf Caraway. Will you marry me?
And there's a deep breath. And you can see he's trying so hard to hide the smile. And immediately, he takes off flying to the east, just to the right here, over the water. And he is moving at an incredibly fast pace, flying over the water, creating this cavern of droplets that is spattering all over the place. And he goes out for a large loop, then into the air, spirals. There's grass and small stones and flowers circling around him, and he drops back down to the water. He goes into the water, and then there's a geyser that shoots out with him at its crest, and he comes back to shore, bringing rain. And he floats down in front of his precious stone, and he falls into the Nile as the rainwater from this geyser falls over the two of them. Of course I will.
It is such a tight embrace. Oh my god. He doesn't want to crush you. God, he does. He's like, it's not a completely crushing hug, but it is like, I don't think Taryn specifically, having been born with nothing, has now just gotten his everything. And he's just holding tight and he's not gonna let it go.
Yusuf is, at his foundation, still a little bit of a noble, and as much as he wants to hold on to this embrace, he pushes them apart just a little bit and holds out his hand, waiting to receive his ring.
Uh,
You can see, as composed as he keeps himself, his hand is like shaking.
Terrence is also shaking. He takes Yusuf's hand and he puts the ring on that precious finger.
Describe it. What does it look like?
Okay. It's a steel alloy tungsten wedding band with a hammered textured finish to its outer rings. There's a deep there's a deep blue with an armor of gray shimmery inlay within the center, and pieces of what look like tiny shards of stone. Uh, a familiar color to the shards, even though these are merely pieces that have been shaved from a larger source. Carved from a boulder that the two spend quite a lot of time together enjoying the horizon scenery. Something that was initially shared and now enjoyed in each other's company.
I'm gonna fucking McLose it.
It was where Taryn felt that all too intrusive skipped heartbeat when looking at the elf. Perhaps this was where he knew he wanted to eventually put this ring on that finger. And so he requested pieces of their original getaway spot to be put inside of the symbol of love and commitment he had from the moment they spent time here. And within the inner part of this band, Taryn asked for engravings of mountains on the horizon, and the alloy would give such a lovely shimmer with the design, a reminder to Yusuf that not only would Taryn move mountains for him, but that he managed to move Earth. And with Taryn's intentions, let alone his affection, and Alisane's eye for detail with her inventor's intellect, accompanied by the love and understanding of her brother, this ring was made.
I don't know, outside of Yusuf, what Taryn's romantic escapades could have been like. The fly can be cast on more than one person. I don't know if Taryn's ever fucked over a lake before, but
Listen,
that's about to occur.
listen, try anything once. We will try anything once. Maybe
Brokeback Lake?
broke.
Can you fly only last 10 minutes?
I think it's a little bit longer than that. Either way, you can keep recasting it.
Some things happened that night. Got some pangs.
Sex on the ceiling.
A spider climb? Yes.
Reverse gravity? Question mark.
I'm so upset that the default that I went to was the frickin' bite in early in Interview with the Vampire.
God.
Okie
Ooh.
dokies. Thank you for the lovely scene. Anything else in year 3 before we flash back to Evelyn?
Yes. This isn't even a scene. This is just me posting a thing that. Okay. So, Hazel, I feel like decides, she was for sure officially already broken up. Just to counter all the love and stuff. She doesn't cut bangs, but she does get a new outfit that I frantically spent the last 2 hours trying to draw. So that's what she looks like
Mommy.
now.
I know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damn,
Yeah.
Mommy.
That's Hazel 3.0.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it. She just shows up with this
She's
dress
goth
one day.
now?
Yeah.
Goth White Witch?
Exactly. Listen, she doesn't want everybody to know she's a white witch. She still wants
Hazel
to be,
shows up one day and the Codsworth of the house is like, Mom, you're goth now.
Just going
Love
back
the
to
new
my
style.
roots. Thank you.
See, Ren, I told you she was a mom of the group last time.
You drew that?
I'm not gonna say I drew it. It was like piecing together things and then coloring it, because I don't really draw anymore, but I do color. So yeah, that is Hazel's new fit that I
Goddamn days.
did very good. Hey, listen.
I just realized that last time the subway tunnel pictures from the New York thing got put in the Lunaria land of
They
Languish
sure did.
references. Hope you guys like those subway tunnels.
And that was for me because I'm a dumbass and I've never been in a subway before.
Yeah, I know. I just kind of
With
assumed
you.
everybody had known what a subway tunnel looked like.
Just wanted to make sure I knew what I was looking at. I was confused. And
It's
I'm
okay.
super wrong, so it's a good thing.
Much more dirty. That's all.
Oh yeah, much more dirty.
Hazel gets a
Can
big
confirm,
thumbs up
was
from
on
That's
the
a
Hazel.
subway
pretty
tunnel.
clean subway tunnel, not gonna lie.
She'll also ask Nira if she wants to go get some, 'cause she said she's becoming a bit more into her
Feminine.
figure. Maybe she'd want to go try some new clothes on for herself at some point. No pressure.
You can tell she doesn't know how to respond, but is willing to go anywhere.
Like the Platt Hat haberdashery, where the tailors
Listen.
can personally style you a new outfit.
Listen. Works for me.
Yeah, you meet
There's
with
lots
your
of options.
stylist. Let's roll a random elf name.
Yeah, Nira just no longer looks like a board.
Yeah, she's got some shape to her. She's not being like, let's go get you a freaking crop top bikini, low rise
Never gonna happen.
fucking.
You meet with
mini skirt.
with your stylist Zoron.
The Lorax.
No, his name's Zoron Loraximal. Loraxalam.
The Laura.
That's what everybody calls him.
Speaks for the tree.
He's
Exactly.
he's a tall elf, very twinky, wearing a mesh crop top. He says, "What can I do for you today?"
Oh, you and his boulder I know would get along well.
Just wanted to look for get an idea for what's out there if my friend wants to change up her look a little bit.
Yeah, we can totally do it. You've got a great aesthetic, girl.
Eh?
No, you. I'm not talking about your friend.
Oh.
We could get you. Are we trying to do like your friend? Going for a
Yeah,
goth look?
I mean, I don't want to speak for what her look would be. What do you
Actually, it's
think?
fun that Nira and Hazel more match now because Nira's always only worn black.
Want to be goth?
Nira kind of shrugs. I don't.
Just take a look around.
Now they get you the goth shit.
I think I'm gonna go through.
It's
we're gonna
like-
flash through a montage of outfits that get put on.
Yes.
Like there's a few where it's like, oh, here's a polka dotted dress, and Nira's like, I hate it. And then there's a couple more dresses where she's kind of adjusting to having that much room to move. And like one of those, God, what is it called? The dress that like bells out really hard at the hips.
I can't think of what it's called.
Whatever it is. She tries one of those, and you can see like she's like wiggling to get it to move like a bell. I hate it.
It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Yeah.
I think eventually she doesn't settle on. It's not like a dress and skirts or like a full skirt or anything like that, but it is black, and it does have belts. However, you notice she seems to stick in the same vein of things being tight and binding. Again, I think Hazel is privy to seeing all of the different cuts, scars, and everything that are on Nira's body. More of them look like she was an experiment in a lab for centuries. I do think Hazel knows that she likes things that are more binding, that feel like her insides won't come out because she's been cut open so many times. So we settle on, I think
It's a lot of straps.
it's a lot of straps.
There's a lot of
love-
straps and zippers and like, you're pulling the
That sounds
straps
pretty
way
fun.
too tight.
I
I
found
love
some
a
things on
goth
Pinterest.
metal
I'll
fantasy
go.
look. Yeah, I'm looking up Pinterest
I
too.
found some things on Pinterest that I'm gonna have to re-find. But
They got
yeah,
the trip.
she
They're called
definitely
trip
changes her look a little
pants.
bit.
That's what you want. You want like
Not quite.
skinny trip pants.
But
Like a harness kinda thing.
in the same vein and paying homage to Hazel, she will settle on some pants that do have like a skirt like attachment. So it's like it looks like a long skirt, but it's a long slit down the side where like when it's open, you can just see that there are pants underneath it.
Fishnets underneath.
Nah. Full pants.
If there's fishnets, they're like not made of light cotton or whatever.
Yeah, if there are fishnets, it's more like steel grating.
Yeah. Keep everything in there.
But she does loosen up because she has a figure to have it all. She's not binding it all down. Just like her arms, her stomach, her thighs, just keeping it all as tight and as close to her body as possible.
That is so completely you. I love it. Let's go show everybody. Which maybe is one of the first times someone has wanted to show Nira off for more than just like, look at this cool experiment. But it's like, you know, look at this self-expression you've done.
Very much so, and the nerves show themselves as, perhaps for the first time, you're seeing a blush on Nira's face.
Oh.
And she is crunching your hand as tight as she can, nervously.
Listen, everybody's gonna love it. Taryn's gonna lose his mind.
Oh, there's about to be fuss.
And she sends out a few sendings for people that are in the city.
A little meeting
in
at
Moriel
Caraway
already,
Manor,
you know?
maybe.
Yeah.
There will be fuss.
Meet up
Goth
at Caraway
breakfast
Manor.
at Caraway Manor.
Exactly. We have something awesome to show you. And like she's still like small enough, like compact enough that I feel like if Hazel tries, she can kind of hide behind her. So when they walk in, like into breakfast, Nira's behind her, and then she just kind of steps to the side, like ta-da, and shows Nira in her new outfit.
Oh God, what did you do to her? Says Alicent.
Allison gets like a look from Hazel, like shut the fuck up.
Very clearly, like, this was their first attempt at dressing themselves, and she's trying.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think Allison would hear in her head, "Be chill, please."
You're very dark.
But I mean, everybody's there, Taryn and all them. Like, let's get some fuss.
Oh my fucking god! I love the choice. Oh my, you guys look. Oh my god!
I mean, if I were opening like a BDSM dungeon, that's what I would wear.
Right? It looks incredible.
He's like walking around in circles, trying not to be like, you know, like fucking vulture, but it's like, oh my god. It's like, oh, did you choose this yourself?
Mm-hmm. Did you do
Kind of
great?
Nods, a little nervous, but kind of smiling, because Taryn's giving the right reaction.
It looks so good. It looks so good. Oh my god, you did. Oh my god. Listen, okay, so you're gonna choose out my outfit next?
Oh my god.
There's a wide grin.
Please don't put sleeves. Please, no sleeves, please, I beg. Actually, please.
And I think I threw in some examples of kind of where Nira's at.
Flirting with every day's character, are we, Ren?
Yes.
Exactly.
That's my
With
favorite
hair.
kind of skirt, by the way.
Oh my god, that is listen. Sorry. Yeah, no, Taryn's flipping out. I love that.
That's
look.
about where Nira's at.
I love that look.
Also, boots, because she's not wearing like dainty shoes.
Oh, for sure. Hazel's wearing lace-up thigh-high boots. That's not Nira's vibe.
You guys look amazing. Oh my god.
Tack core.
We're like
Yeah,
two
kinda.
very different sides of the goth coin.
Tack
You've got,
goth
like-
versus traditional goth.
Mhm.
Well, sorry, I'm trying to be done with our time skip tonight. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's all I have for this year. I mean, Hazel's greenhouse, I think, is done this year, but we could talk about
Hazel's
that's
greenhouse
gonna
would be
next
done.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta stab in there. I think that last picture it just says lethal across the chest. Yeah, that's canon. That's canon.
Hell yeah.
And here it just says lethal across her chest.
Oh, and Hazel wanted to take on an apprentice when she got her greenhouse done. Let me see. if I
Sure,
can
what's
find
their
him
name?
Real quick. His name is Harlow. I know it starts with an H, but his name is Harlow. God, where did I have a picture of him saved that I just found somewhere? Oh no,
Jack
where is
Harlow?
he? That would be cute. No.
What's poppin'?
Also, just real quick, Cole, how dare you with that letter?
On that note, somewhere between the end of, before we get back to the other Azure or Starfall, you would get your letter.
Who's you?
Who's you? Yeah, I was gonna say, who's you?
The beautiful Taryn.
Oh no.
Yeah. Everybody else got one. Heard from Nira. Used to said to throw it away. In his head. I feel like he would read it. I read
You're
it.
your own person.
Yeah, I read it. Taryn would read it. I don't know if he. Well, I feel like he would. No, because Hazel seems like she's doing real good. He'd probably just take it, read it, digest it.
Don't forget the Evelyn business card that hangs in the hallway.
Do you guys want to take a quick 5 and then come back and do more Evelyn stuff?
I wanted to make one comment about Harlow.
Okay.
Mateo's flirting with Harlow.
Oh, well,
That's
wait
it.
till you see him. He's pretty cute. That's Harlow.
Mateo's flirting with Harlow.
Yeah.
I
His
love it.
familiar is a very fat
Let's get into
raccoon.
it. All right, let's take a quick 5. Quick 5. I'm gonna make a voice for that character.
Okay.
I'm gonna think about it. This real
Isn't he
Twinkie
cute?
elf. Hang on.
Yeah. Who Hazel is not planning on romancing. Let's make that very clear. That would be a weird dynamic. That is
would
not
be
who she was
strange.
talking about. Yeah, that's not who she was talking about. Hazel
Who, what,
is
where, what?
how you say gay.
Nobody in our party's straight.
Nope.
We're about as straight
Boring.
as a bendy roller.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what Nira is. I don't really think about it. I think it's, if anything, opportunist. It's whatever happens to come at the right time in the right way.
Yeah.
Also, you fuckers gotta stop just opening letters willy-nilly. You're such a spy master. People send weird shit to assassinate him. You gotta have expendable peoples to open your letters for you.
We have Cogsworth open them or
Just-
something.
Cogsworth, can you do me a favor and open this? Cogsworth's like, yes.
Like, open it, see if it has a who it's written from line. If it doesn't, burn it. If it does, tell me who it is. And if it's somebody I don't like, burn it.
We're all drama fiends, though, man. Like,
I know, I couldn't resist.
Mhm,
Me
mhm.
immediately.
it's
I
also
saw
out
that,
of
and I was like,
character.
I'm opening this immediately.
Like, out of character, Cole worked hard on them, and I don't want to like be mean and
Yeah.
not open something.
That's there.
Yep.
You can read it and enjoy it and react to it. You have to, yes.
Yeah.
But your character can be smarter about it.
By the way, Hazel does have prehensile hair now.
Did I get the
Sick.
nice letter?
Just for flavor. She has to. I'm deciding what spell she's gonna drop for it, but she for sure has prehensile hair. It's a level 1 spell. I wish it was a cantrip.
Yeah, guys, all my letters have been sent.
Did I get the nicest
Oh,
one?
they're amazing.
What?
Did I get the nicest one?
No.
Mateo's
the
was hard.
nicest- No, the nicest one was actually to Sophia specifically, and
Aw.
Evelyn.
Yeah, you were a bitch to me.
I have my reasons.
What is
Even
like
the-
weakest link mentality? Only person who's not dating somebody?
I mean, I'm not anymore.
who's never dated anybody.
Never?
Well, in party.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it took a long while for Mateo to come around. But I joined in the game so late, so that I only have the perspective of him kind of changing after the fact. But it seemed like he was on the edge for everyone, and then he kind of came around to being like, no, he's all right. He's all right. He's a traitor, but you know what? We can keep this guy around.
Yeah, that's how I sort of thought of it.
But he came around as we were like, as everything was kind of wrapping up, so it didn't feel like there was really a chance for anyone to get to see him.
The most ironic part for me is how much Laurel hated how much he was a traitor.
No.
I mean,
No. I think the better word would be jealous.
Jealous.
Jealous of his trauma.
More or less like jealous that you had a life.
I wouldn't call it Mateo had a life per se.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I decided to be responsible and move my laundry over during this time.
Good noodle hours. You did that?
I missed having laundry.
All right,
that I
we're
didn't
back
have to
from
walk
our
out.
quick five, and I formulated a voice. Is everyone back?
Yes.
Scratch my leg. I think we all are. If you're not here, say something.
Not here.
Random interjection. Scene where you're okay, so setting, scene, Hazel's greenhouse. New apprentice in for the first day.
Yep. And I feel
Young,
like she
black-haired elf with pale skin, lots of tattoos.
Cute patooth, very fat raccoon familiar.
Oh, I think, is this the right place?
It is. Welcome. I'm still getting things going. Building is done. Are you ready?
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I love your tattoos.
I love your hedgehog.
Thank you. I love your very fat raccoon.
Thanks, his name is...
Matchstick.
Matchstick.
Oh, that's such a cute
name. He's wonderful. We'll make them cuddle. It'll be fantastic. So, I travel sometimes for work, so that's when you'll be holding down the fort by yourself.
Oh, I don't do that.
No. You don't do that?
No, I've been
Travel?
here forever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm going to be setting up a really beautiful space. I've got plans for this property. But...
That's amazing. Does it have a place to live? I don't have a place to live.
It does. It has a very cute... I actually have a map that I will show later. But it has a very cute cottage with plenty of space. I say cottage, but it is big for a cottage.
Sepsu.com/greenhouse. Coming soon, TM.
She does have plans for this to be more than just a greenhouse, so she bought property outside of the city a little bit so that she could buy actual like farmland, but very close to the city as she could get. So right now it's mainly a greenhouse, but she has plans to expand into the property beyond just the greenhouse. And he would know all of that, and he's going to be a big part of that. And he's going to be like, when people go to Hazel's horticulture-y? I think that's what she's going to call it.
That's a great name. Do you have any hot single gay friends?
You know, I just might. He's asleep in a planter. In the corner of the greenhouse. And points at Mateo, who is asleep in a planter in the corner of the greenhouse.
I didn't think you're actually gonna go with it.
You said it was canon.
You said it was canon, baby.
It was a suggestion.
Trying to get everybody set up with an endgame crush, okay? Like everybody's getting married.
You don't want to, Aaron.
No, but he is real cute.
Fuck it.
Hey.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
If you
Mateo
want to
is
just
like-
casually romance the character, you can just casually romance the character.
Yeah. He does not know how he got there. I'll say that much.
Into the planter?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Hazel's greenhouse outside of the city.
Well,
Well, it's move-in day, so she's got you guys bringing in plants from her, fucking hovel, basically, where she's been growing a lot of things in preparation for this. So.
Yeah, I mean, Hazel, if you'd like, I can just kind of, you know, do you have any organization plans going on or anything?
Well, she's like got like a book basically of like the layout of where she wants everything to go in the greenhouse, and we're gonna be planting. I've got seedlings that are gonna be going here. I don't know dick about shit when it comes to gardening.
Baracus is over
but-
there, and Mandrake's in the corner, because you have to keep them
Exactly.
by the light.
Yes,
You can't
exactly.
have them over there. And do you have hooks for the earmuffs?
Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. She reaches into her like skirt of holding and pulls out.
And
you know,
I
a little
only took
bag.
second year horticulture at Strexia, not third year, but you know, maybe if I have time, I could, you know, still take the class.
I mean,
I do
if you
like
want,
to
I think
keep busy.
you'll learn plenty on the job as well.
Yes, but that doesn't
I've
look
got
so
lots
good
of
on a
books.
degree, does it?
Well, I'm not going to stop you from pursuing your education. There will probably be a decent amount of downtime in a position like this.
I'm sure, and so close to the city. What a wonderful learning opportunity. I'll have to tell all my friends about it.
No, nope.
Do you
there-
think
can
out
have
front
parties.
we could have a little part where we could have a cafe? You know, turn it into like a part cafe.
That is adorable, and I love it.
Maybe we serve sandwiches, you know, 12, 13 gold a piece. We turn
Oh,
everything a little
absolutely.
industrial
I mean,
looking. We'll
just doesn't
play
get much more.
upbeat indie music.
You know, nothing mainstream like. Oh my god, what are they called?
Katy Perry.
Guys,
No
I'm
Katy
obsessed
Perry.
with that TikTok song where it's like a parody of like millennial music. The song's called "We Will Never." Me and my friends will never die.
No, I've never heard it. All
Oh,
I'm getting
man.
is baby note money. So.
No, it's almost like fun, you know, like guitar
Baby
kind of
Note.
music.
Listen, it doesn't get much more farm to
Anyway.
table than what I'm planning. So.
This guy's a hit. This guy gave me hipster vibes. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm going to change the map to have a cafe.
It's hence why he said 12 gold sandwiches.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hazel in her head was like 12 fucking gold, but she's like, listen, the kids know what's going on. She's like 30 at
We're
this point.
marking
She's
it on
not
scroll.
old.
Are you on scroll?
You know, I'm
You're
on
not
scroll.
on
I don't
scroll.
like. I don't actually like look at it very much, but I like have it just in case.
It's like a wizard thing. Some people use it because they think it's funny. I don't know. A lot of my friends use it because they think it's like ironic. We're not wizards, but we use the wizard thing. It's scroll. You've heard of it, right?
Absolutely, I have heard of it. She's like looking at probably Taryn over Harlow's shoulder, like, what the fuck?
Taryn is patiently waiting for his sister to come assist. She's probably there now at this point.
You guys would
Yeah.
learn that scroll is basically a cantrip spell that people are learning, where you can like summon a 3-dimensional scroll that's basically like Facebook.
Oh my god.
You can edit your scroll to have it's Twitter. It's Twitter. It's wizard Twitter. It's not Facebook. It's more like Twitter type of
Yeah.
deal. You know, just like type what you're thinking type shit.
You know, I was really
Except
into
it's
like
wizards.
Leaf, but you know.
You
Nobody
open
really
it
liked
up, and he's
short
like, "Yo, I
version.
followed this goblin. His name's Gliznar. Yo, Gliznar's so funny." And he just like scrolls through it,
I'm obsessed with
Nearest
that.
and you
moving
just see it's just a
boxes.
bunch of goblins like talking
Yeah.
about like just stole this dumbass wizard's treasure. Hashtag stupid ass. And then look, and he scrolls up, and he's like, and then look at the guy. You can see, look, it's got a thread, and then it's like the wizard is like, yo, I totally got jacked. These goblins stole my gold in the wizard in the dungeon, and then it's just a bunch of like goblins quote retweeting him, just calling him a dumbass.
Oh my god.
Our gold now.
Oh my
Near's just staring at the end of the room, just incredulous. Like, I hate him already.
Wait, you guys
You
don't
hear
on
in your head-
scroll?
You hear
Come
in your
on,
head,
dude,
be
this shit
nice.
is great. It's like Mistress thing. It's in the weave or something. I don't know.
Did you hear about like that wild wizard West who went on that tirade about like halflings recently?
Oh my god.
Yo, I did hear about that guy. We don't like him.
Mm-mm.
Not
Absolutely
a
not.
good guy.
Never had to deal with that when I was up in the north. I did not mean to make Hazel
Anyway,
canonically
funny
Canadian.
aside.
But yeah, move-in day is like a big event where she has like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I'll buy you all pizza and beer. You know, because there's a lot of plants to move into the greenhouse, and she asks her strongest friends and Mateo.
I'm like the second strongest person in the party. Fuck off.
Yeah, I know you. I keep forgetting you have your belt.
Wouldn't that make you the third strongest? Isn't
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Evelyn?
Let's
Unfortunately,
flash back to
Mateo and Evelyn technically have the same strength because we have the same build.
No, but I have a -1 because of the deal.
Oh, sick. Never mind. I'm stronger than you.
Evelyn
little
Reed.
bitch. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Yes, a little bit.
Let's flash
Anyway.
back to Miss Evelyn Reed in the city of Starfall. You've spent a couple of months here now. Away from your friends, living here. You're taking it very seriously, I take it, as you've said, which means that you show up to what you find out is a pretty regular sparring match. A lot of the people get together. Your family's very military oriented, not explicitly in like that they care about like, you know, the formality of it all, but in that they care about the power that it commands, or the power that like the strength of wielding such a blade or challenging someone like Lurdary commands. You know, they all take it very seriously, even these younglings who you easily don't even have to spar with long to realize that you're in the running.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, throughout this entire campaign, she's always kind of been on the grind. You know, she always wakes up extra early to get a little extra training in, so she is doing that same thing here.
By the end of the first week, you're helping train. By the end of the first month, you are sparring with Fleur on the daily.
I remember when I asked for this so long ago.
I'd like you to just make me a combat check. Of like, just with your sword. Just roll me an attack. Sorry, I'm getting in my Zweihander mood. I'm on my Zweihander shit lately. Just saying. Maybe that kind of combat check, bruh. You can attack Lur. You don't have to attack Mateo.
Oh, I didn't see her down there.
You attack Mateo.
I just picked a random person.
A
didn't
continent
see that.
away, a greatsword just comes blitzing through the wall.
Guys, I didn't see Lur on the map. I just picked the only target I saw, which was Mateo.
Thor's hammer style, Mateo
20.
is sent through the other wall.
You still missed.
These are during training and stuff. She does not rage. There's no need for that.
Sure. Yeah. During these first couple spars, I'll say this was not to go with Lunaria. This 20 was to work your way up the chain. And you super easily defeat 95% of these people. There's a couple of days where you're challenging some of the people who maybe are trying to come close. There's a little girl named Taiwa, a young woman who's dreams someday that she'll challenge Lur. But after a couple of days, you beat her. She's a little bit of a tough match. She manages to parry you maybe a time or two, but you certainly over defeat her in front of the whole gallery. It's a little bit of a sport. You can tell that your family and a lot of people, they like to gather around and watch this kind of blood sports. You know, just the pure combat of it all, the prowess of being a fighter. And yeah, one day you would take your first spar against Lunaria.
This is just a spar. This is not for anything, correct?
Of course, nothing's for anything. And she
No
kind of very effortlessly twirls this great sword around.
Evelyn is fully proficient and can now wield the great sword with one hand. So she also is doing some cool flippity dippity shit with the flame tongue great sword.
Okay, so first of all, let's do a performance check to see who looks cooler.
Okay, that's bad for me because that's charisma, but cool.
It's bad for Lur too.
+4. I got a -1.
You're both doing some cool shit.
But then she will center herself and she'll also pull out the +1 rapier.
Do you have a favorite Elden Ring song?
Oh god, what a question to... Honestly, low-key, just the main theme is top tier. Or the Rykard fight, that's a good one too.
You both take your positions at the end of, 10 feet apart. Draw your swords. Do you do anything fancy?
She just takes the same position she's always held when she's wielding two swords, where the bigger of the two swords is kind of positioned over her head, and the smaller sword out in front of her, where the points kind of meet at the front, just perfectly in line with her eye, and it almost looks as if she's aiming a bow directly at the person that she's squaring up to fight. As she readies herself.
You can see, yeah, let's roll for initiative. Let's see who goes first. Lur swings in first with Dawnbringer.
As she approaches, I will use my reaction for the maneuver brace.
Okay.
And as she approaches me, I will get to make an attack against her.
Sure.
Still attacking Mateo.
Yeah, make sure you attack her.
Let me cancel that. Hold on.
Ooh. Those animations look so much better.
It's not enough. She goes for a parry, but you do manage to hit her as she moves in.
So, 15 slashing and 6 fire.
8 applied it.
Oh, nice. Forgot it does that.
This piercing white light flashes as, in her first attack, she is going to use her, you didn't see, but before she started, she cast a spell, which she is holding. And she's gonna cast, you see this blinding white light come around you as, from above, it kind of shines down very godly, this white light, as she is using her, channel divinity on this attack. Ooh, and a good thing she did.
Yeah, my armor class is 20.
Can't you parry?
Fortunately not. Traded my defensive duelist thing out.
Why did that only do 1d8? It's
That
supposed
sounds pretty good.
It
to me,
only did the radiant damage. It's supposed why did it only do the radiant damage?
You're the sword, right?
It's supposed to do 2d10.
There's no damage in the sword. Give me a second. I can fix it for you. 2d10, right?
It should be doing 2d10 plus 1d8 radiant damage. Well, 2d10 plus 3. And then a d8 of radiant damage.
Okay. Try
The fuck?
that now. Try that now.
Well, how did I just roll the damage?
I can just add the
Yeah.
2 health back if you want to just swing again.
This one doesn't count. This is just for damage. Okay, yeah, it should actually do it now.
And then it should do the other one too.
Okay, cool.
Owie, wowie.
And then she's gonna attack again. Oh, and then her spell goes off. How do I actually apply the damage?
Vanishing Smite. What is it?
Hang on, do I cast it without doing the...
Hold on a second. Before you hit it, yep, it's a midi damage, so you should be able to actually use it. So consume the resource for it.
It says you have no 5th level spell slot, even though she does.
She doesn't actually have any spell slots at all.
Should I just roll it without doing the spell slot then?
Give me a second. I can
It's okay, I just did it without doing the spell slot. Here we go.
I can give you spell slots.
It did it to herself.
Also,
Okay.
34 extra damage, Evelyn. As she absolutely fucking smites you.
Okay, you have spell slots now.
So yeah, that was 34 plus 24 damage in one attack. What is she at? Yeah, she should be at that. And then she'll take another attack. Because she is a warrior, too. Woo! Evelyn, would you like to describe how you dodge out of the way?
As
she nat ones.
What kind of swing is she swinging?
So she brings this first one down right on your shoulder. Just getting this, there is a massive gash in your shoulder, this 54 damage, just right above your carotid artery. She gets you with this searing hot divine smite. And then the first one hit you, but the second one, she pulls her blade back and kind of pulls it back into a backhand motion to swipe. And I guess you are able to maybe move back out of the way in time.
Can you like the Matrix dodge to go underneath it?
Sure. With a nat 1, yeah. It goes right over top of your head. And then she will not use her action surge. She will pass.
Bless. Well, I would like to rage. Cause that shit hurted. I said I was not gonna do this, but ow.
She did not hold back.
So I will not either, and I will rage. And I will know in the future to rage before.
I don't know how many times she can do that, though. She just used a 5th level spell and a channel divinity to do that.
Yeah, well, fortunately for her, I don't have to spend nothing to attack her a bunch. So we're gonna start off with my 2 attacks with the Flame Tongue Greatsword, and I will do so recklessly. Not great. 11 slashing and 6 fire. So we'll go with the second attack, also reckless.
Did it apply?
No, it didn't apply because it applied to.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I just applied it again to you as well. I'm sorry. Undo 22 damage. My bad. She took it. She rolled a 10 on the con save, so she took the fire damage as well.
The second hit was a 29 to hit, so I'm gonna assume that I'm just gonna go ahead.
Oh,
and
yeah.
on that. So 14 slashing on
You
that
just
one,
you
and then
again
9
did
fire.
it to yourself. You have yourself targeted.
I don't though. It's flashing on learn.
Are you clicking the apply button?
No.
Neither am I. That's so weird.
Yeah, no, it's
Let me
on
clear all the
there.
targets
It's
real
on there.
fast. Let me click the button. Okay, well, reapply the health. 9. Or you just took, how much was it? 21?
I was at
23?
104 at the start of my turn. So.
23.
Okay, and then I used my bonus action. You know what? I'm gonna spend the action surge. She didn't, but I'm gonna.
You're still targeting yourself somehow. Clear your targets and then retarget Lure.
Okay, I will do that for the 19th time.
That's so weird.
I'm gonna look at. There you go.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so 19 more, and then I got one more attack. What do I have to do to roll a crit game? Come on. so many times. Another 20. And on that last one, I'm going to use my maneuver sweeping strike. So I believe. Okay, it's not telling me what they have to make. I think it's a strength check. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, okay. Never mind. Cole, notice what item she's not attuned to right now. On purpose.
Wait, just kidding. The sweeping attack doesn't. That's not the one I thought it was. I don't have the one I thought it was, so that's it for me.
You weren't even.
You see at the start of her turn, as this cloak that she's wearing, she kind of throws it up over her shoulder like a shield. And you realize that this is a cloak of displacement. And this whole time, she's been letting you hit her. And
That's neat. I got one of those too, and I didn't ask for disadvantage on the first turn. So.
I know.
Oh yeah, it's her turn.
Bonus
I don't think the
action.
Combat action got started.
Whoa.
Mira is somewhere cursing the fact that she was not invited.
This isn't the real one. At least it wasn't supposed to be, so I don't think it is. She said nothing's on the line.
Why can't I roll my Prairie View? Why is Lur's character sheet so weird?
Because your character sheet doesn't have any levels in anything.
Well, she's gonna roll a healing word at 4th level. And then she's gonna whoop your ass.
Even though I did reckless attack, it is just flat rolls on the first one. But yeah, now that she hits me, then she'll have advantage on the future ones.
So 12 on the first attack.
Yeah, it auto applied.
Is it applying correctly with your rage? Because you would take half from the flat
Was it
damage.
14 on the first one? So it's not.
It would have been
Would've been
14, yeah. 14 on the first one. Or no, that's 14 on the second. Yeah, 14 on both.
6 back from the first one, and I gained 4 back from the second one, so 10.
Correct.
And then she's gonna action surge. And one more. Oh, I only rolled that as a normal.
It's okay, it still hits. You can roll for it.
I want to roll for a
if you
nat
want.
20. I really want a fucking nat 20. I rolled so many dice.
Same.
Okay, so 24. So that was all of her stuff. Are you still standing?
Yeah, 1 second. I didn't apply the last damage, so 15 halved, 7, so I take 9.
So that was a total of
Yeah, I'm at
17 plus
Some of it's half.
17 plus 14, 31 plus 14 is 45, plus another 14 is 60 damage in one turn. That's pretty low for her.
You can attack 3 times, by the way.
Oh, I can attack a third time? So 5 with the action surge?
No, like, you can attack 6 times if you action surge, 3 times per turn.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
I thought she only got to do 5. Or 4.
No, you have...
Oh yeah, because she's a high enough level fighter. Man, this shows I don't know how to play fight.
It's all good. You can hit me 2 more times. I got plenty of health left.
Okay, I'll read your character sheet for you, Trinket.
Thanks, Cole. Let's
This
go!
shit ain't nothing to me, man.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. Did it play my noise for you guys?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It doesn't roll it exceptionally well in the damage department.
I also want to point out Trinket's also fighting you without any proficiency bonus. She should have plus 13 to hit, but it's fine. She has plus 7.
For a level +7 is more than enough to still hit us.
How are you looking?
I got 51 health out of 162.
You can see there's a moment where she could strike you again, but she pulls back.
That's the kind of weakness we don't like to see.
She passes. Go.
Oh. Trinket. Did you roll a 19 any one of these?
I don't think so.
I'm looking,
Is it
I'm
a
looking.
range of 19 or 20 or specifically?
Yes, 19 or 20.
Well, she just rolled a crit.
Yeah. Just double checking the
It was
other.
on a 20. Alright, my turn. Let me clear all my targets one more time. So I recklessly attack this bitch.
So technically, you would not have advantage. It would just be a straight roll, unfortunately.
Oh, you're right. You said she had a clip in his face. That's right. That's right. All right, let me reroll the attack. Even better.
Yeah.
And then I will make a second attack. And since I hit her once, the Cloak of Displacement's no longer active, so I would actually have regular advantage on this attack. Unless hers is better than normal ones.
It's not better.
Ooh, saved me the one, thank God.
She'll parry that. She will parry that.
How much does that knock it down?
That's gonna give her a +5.
And then for my... Is it just for that attack, or is it for the rest of the turn?
For the attack.
How is she looking?
Not great. Not terrible.
For my bonus action, I will second wind.
I mean, you're both bloodied.
Nice. Max. Yeah, 19 health back. 1d10 plus fighter level. And that's it for me.
Alright. Bonus action. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. No, you don't get 17 hit points back.
Oh.
Are there concentration checks happening for Vanishing Smite every time she takes damage?
Oh, wait. Does that
It's a
apply
concentration
every
spell.
time? Well, then I should have been doing
hit.
so much more damage.
No, banishment only does it once. You banish them to another realm. The only concentration is only to keep them in that realm.
Because aren't Smites concentration spells?
Yes, but
Pretty
this
sure they
banishment
are.
smite is like a one hit and then banishes the person to another realm.
Yeah, she chose
But-
not to do that part.
To even
So-
keep it active, though, I think is a
Yeah.
Well, she
This is-
dropped it.
Oh, okay.
She just did the damage from it. So yeah, she's gonna gain back the 17 there.
Oh my god, you guys.
Oh,
I'm so fucking stupid.
What'd
what?
you miss?
I should have went into a fucking frenzied rage so I had a whole nother attack this whole time. I forgot, it's new. I haven't used it yet. Oh wait, no, I didn't choose frenzy. I have the fucking starfall beam thing, whatever it's called.
You're ancestral guardian, aren't you?
Can she only action surge once?
Yes.
I don't know if fighters ever get a second one, do they?
Mm-mm.
Higher level, I think, don't they? Like a much higher level? Or am I thinking of second wind? I'm not sure.
Second wind.
What is second wind? Is it a bonus action?
Uh-huh.
Okay, she already used her bonus action. She should have second winded instead of... Her second wind probably would have gotten her back more health.
It's 1d10 plus fighter level. For
Mm.
second.
You get a second action surge at level 17, by the way.
Oh my god, and I have Great Weapon Master. I'm so dumb. Alright, so starting when I choose the path at 3rd level, Spectral Warriors appear when I enter a rage. While raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinder its attacks. Until the start of your next turn, that target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
She's gonna use her War Priest ability to attack an additional time.
So unfortunately that doesn't benefit me in this battle.
You have to use your bonus action trinket.
Oh, it's a bonus action ability? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I used it to heal her.
I didn't realize it sent that in the chat. My bad. I shouldn't have read that out loud.
Then it would be your turn again, Evelyn.
Weird that it applied the half damage that time, but it hasn't any other time. There was also 2 times where it didn't apply the damage at all. I don't know. It's very strange. Okay. It hasn't failed me yet. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna make our reckless attack. I believe the first one is a normal roll because I would normally have disadvantage on that.
I can't believe she cast a 6th level spell and got 17 healing HP back.
Might as well just got 2nd level cure wounds. God.
Does a 20 hit?
No. That's your first miss, so...
Yeah, let's see here. I guess I will attack again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I missed. For my bonus action... I will make an offhand attack with the +1 rapier. Does 25 hit?
She'll use her reaction if she parries it. Ding! She's got this wild look in her eyes, this smirk on her face. It's clear she's wanted to do this for a while, too.
Evelyn looks up and smiles back at her. You might have me this time, but it's not over. She'll ready herself, but she'll pass the turn.
I rolled that normal.
It should be. 'Cause I also have a Cloak of Displacement.
Okay, you didn't rage that round?
It just regardless, they cancel out.
Okay.
So, my AC is 20. That was like the whole point of the Cloak of Displacement, is so that way I basically don't actually have the penalty. At least until they hit me, and then I have the penalty again.
Sorry, my game was bugging out for a second. I gotta reload.
You're good. Shout out Sophia.
Shout out the rest of you for chilling. For an hour while we did a 1v1.
I'm gonna try and win it, guys. I don't see it in the future, but maybe next week.
And your friends to cheer you on. That'll be what you need.
But it would be really cool if I could dual wield the Sword of Morning and the Flame Tongue Greatsword when we went and fought Hazel and Zarakba.
Hazel?
Sorry,
Hazel?
Laurel and Zarakba.
Hazel?
Wow.
I don't think a 20 hits you either.
20
hit.
is my armor class. I don't have parry.
Oh my god, Lur, do some damage, girl!
It was truly that I was just living in a peaceful mindset where Laurel didn't exist. It wasn't anything personal, Hazel. Didn't apply the damage that time. Okay, 3 plus 5 is 8.
And then she'll use her bonus action to attack for a 4th time. Are you standing?
Yeah, I got 33 health left.
How?
Rage is very strong. So all those base damages are just halved.
3.
So like right there, that last one, it says 20, but like it's really 11.
30, 33.
And then the one before that is 7 instead of 13. And then 8 instead of 11.
Actually factor rage properly. Yeah, it's really strong.
Yeah, the last turn before that, it would have been 18 damage. Instead I took 11. Like, it just really adds up.
Barbarians have one thing, and that is I can take damage.
Plus, my starting health total is 162, so like... And she didn't even hit me on all those attacks.
Yeah, so you
You're still at
theoretically
44
300
though.
damage.
So
33.
22.
What?
It should have been 22 true damage. Because she dealt
I was
44 damage total.
I was at
so.
59 at the start of her turn, and I ended at 33. I took anything that says other damage, I took all of that, and then I did the halves rounded down on all the base damages.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I only really have one thing that I can do left. I'm pretty tapped out. I really need this first attack to hit, so my second attack can hopefully do something. Still, raging. Still, oh my lord. Alright, we are gonna call this the last ditch effort. And Evelyn's gonna wind up like she's about to swing and hit a fucking home run as she swirls this flame tongue greatsword. And I will use the Great Weapon Master feature in order to try and do bonus damage.
Yeah, it's not a hit.
At the end of her turn, after flailing around a little hopelessly and wildly, she'll kind of like flurry out almost and just plop over onto the ground in defeat.
Lowers her sword.
Evelyn will stand up and bow while kind of like lowering her swords together. A good fight.
She takes that sword and places it in front of her face, and then also takes a bow, and then she turns and she bows to your father before sheathing the sword. And if you're still on the ground, she helps you out.
No, Evelyn's standing. She looks over to...
Or if you're still like wounded, I mean, she kind of moves in a little bit.
Evelyn kind of looks over towards the crowd and sticking the greatsword into the ground to kind of almost prop herself up will take a bow to them as she
touches you and heals you.
Give me another month. I want a rematch.
I thought she had Aura of Vitality. Yeah, she has Aura of Vitality.
Ow.
And then she does it again and again and again and again.
Ow, 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 ow.
And heals you like...
Because it's
7
putting her at
times
damage.
6.
I took damage from that.
What?
It's put in as damage, not healing.
Or a vitality, what? No!
Wait, no, it did say +7 actually. I did go up 7. Okay. If you look next to my name on the apply thing, it says +7. Cool. But yeah, now I know to not hold back at the start. And maybe find a thing to do on my third engagement.
Perhaps always have options. She dusts you off. You're a fine fighter.
And I'll get stronger.
But I'm not going to let you in.
One day it won't be letting.
You know what happens if I lose, right?
That's why I'm here, sister.
No, you have to, like, kill me.
What? He's alive?
No, I'm
can't you just pass it
joking.
off?
I'm just messing with you.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
I had you for a second there, though. No, we're not that fucked up.
I say, I still have many customs to learn. Hopefully you don't mind continuing to teach me.
See you at dawn.
She,
For a less lethal spar.
Thank the Lord.
Everyone loves a little performance. You did good. She pats you on the back.
Thank you. You're quite the fighter. I hope to, make it to your level, at least. She'll, scamper off to whatever living situation she's got here. I don't know where... I don't know if there's, like, a barracks. If I get to live in the house. She got a mat outside.
Yeah. No, no. You have been given chambers. A very nice place to live here.
She'll wash up and,
You live in the royal palace. You have access to the royal baths.
she's gonna write a letter home to Safia and to the Quill. So 2 letters.
What 2 letters are you choosing? I'm a big fan of A and Z.
I prefer F and U. But yes, I will write a letter to Safia that just says, my training is going very well. It seems I may be closer than I thought, but I still have some work to do. I hope you and the others can join in, I don't know, 6 weeks or so to watch me fight. And yeah, also if you can ask Sally to take a look at that recipe I left on your desk, because I totally forgot to do that. Love you so much. Hugs and kisses, but lots of kisses and a big squeeze. Evelyn.
You're sending a letter, or is this a message?
Yeah, no, that's a letter. I ain't got no magic.
Very true.
You'll get it eventually.
You send a message back?
I assume you have a business card that links to your own house in Azuria to send a sending spell.
True. I'll do that. You can ponder the orb to acquire the message.
A couple messages, we'll probably say.
Yeah.
You have 5 new messages.
As for the other folks, though, they are getting an actual letter because I don't have a way to contact them. So, their letter will say, "Hey, gang. I'm gonna get the sword of the morning. It's for surezies. You better be there 6 weeks. Also, Nira, biting in fighting is stupid and people are gross and yucky. How do you do it?
This is the best letter she's ever received.
All right. Anything else in year 3? Can we conclude year 3 this session? Holy shit! Can we do 1 year? So we still need to finish year 4. It'll be at the end of year 4. Still have
Could
what?
we level up to 13?
We get to go to 13 now?
You will go to 13 if we want to start year 3.
Let's fucking go.
Ready.
All right, 13th
Speak now
level.
or forever hold your peace.
Nothing else is happening year 3. 13th
I'm not
level.
ready to make more decisions.
Safia, by the end of next week, I want you to think about all of the magical items that you've been working on, okay?
Oh, Hazel wants to
I
trade.
posted a
couple
thing
magic
a while
things.
ago that said that you could make a bunch of very rare or rare magical items. Like, basically for free during your downtime if you spend your money on it. So think very carefully about what you want to make, okay?
Sounds good.
And we can retroactively have them.
I got great news, guys.
Yeah?
At 7th level, Hazel gets teleport.
Aw, shit.
So we actually have a teleport in the party now.
I have 246 health.
I low-key considered taking teleport last level, but I was like, Safia is already pretty useless. I feel like
We could
we're
both
so
have it.
rich we could buy it. This seems like another thing.
Nira almost has exactly double Hazel's health, by the way.
Cool. Is he there?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to fix this character sheet for you.
Is he too invested in a League of Legends game?
He's
Oh,
here,
no.
he replied.
I'm not playing League of Legends, I just have it open.
Okay. Would you like to do a scene in Cephas?
Ooh.
Sure.
Y'all, guess what my sleight of hand bonus is right now?
23.
21.
Oh!
He's
As
broken.
we enter your 3rd year living on the fringes of society, interacting only with a few people who live very close to you, and maybe the average stray yet very dark of purpose person that you wander upon in the city of Cephas. You are at the palace where you stay. What's your day-to-day like?
I get up in the morning, wander the halls. I'll peek into all the other girls' rooms, and check how they're doing. I'll go downstairs, make a terrible cup of coffee because, the coffee here is probably like almost like dark as like tar, Go outside, stare into the black abyss.
Look at the yucky green river that runs through the city.
Yeah. And then I'll take like 40 minutes or so, casting, scrying, doing my daily, spying.
Who do you scry on?
everybody at once now. We all know who it is.
I think at this point, I would probably scry in on Terran.
You catch one morning Taryn and Yusuf asleep in bed.
Well, this is kind of boring.
Yeah.
I was hoping they
Wearing
were like.
wedding rings.
Mm.
I was gonna say, you won't be able to scry on Yusuf if he's in the manor, but if he's in the cabin, you're lucky. Some defenses haven't been put up yet.
That was my thought.
Good luck scrying on anyone in the manor.
And then I'll go and see if any of the girls are free or whatever they're doing.
God, did I name any of these characters yet?
I don't know.
You perhaps take a stroll through the nursery. The first time that you had, laid eggs, you had 3 children. They're about 2 years old now.
Aww. I have to name these kids.
These kids. Got butt pregnant.
Kids definitely was long enough.
May have to murder some children.
Woof.
Things are, well, peaceful, strangely. At least locked away in this part of the city.
Do I know where Zaraktar's at?
He's probably around in his horde. He has an extra dimensional space that is his horde in the keep, where he stays when he doesn't want to be bothered.
I'll spend some time playing with the kids. I'll take them for a nice little walk outside. Maybe teach them how to flap their wings.
Mommy, why is that guy a skeleton?
I don't know. People are weird here.
He smells like death and imminent destruction.
That's 'cause he is.
He's whispering weird things in my head.
Well, be nice, and he'll be nice to you. And then I'll look at him and I'll kind of growl a little bit.
It's a lich.
You'll see. He'll see like little flames come out of my mouth as I growl a little bit.
Backs off.
See, it's fine.
You are often the only one wandering the streets. Other than those who come out of alleyways as you pass through. You see the remnants of a city that once was probably nice when the sun shined on it. But the sun doesn't shine here.
Listen, one day you're gonna be able to see the sun. And it's gonna be really nice, and we'll be home.
Okay.
Mama's just gotta get you there. Have you seen any of your aunties today?
Man, I gotta keep doing this little kid voice. Yeah, they're great.
Good. Got any cousins yet? I haven't seen them in a while.
Uh-huh. And then we name all 17 of the children.
Jesus
no.
fucking Christ. Oh.
No, there's probably more like 10.
I was gonna say 17's a lot.
It's probably more like 10.
Well, I gotta mail off this one last letter, and we can go home and have dinner or something. Would you like steak, cow, I don't know, a whole bird?
The blood of the innocent!
You're always gonna sit
Sure.
here and question me when I murder some kids, but I'm gonna be like, "Hey, were you there for that exposition? Did you hear that?" Okay, so nah, they gotta go.
Trinket, do these kids look like... They're not like dragonborn kids, right? They're like... humanoid-ish.
Yeah. They're like
Okay,
half dragon, half human.
Cute.
They're like little dragonlings. Almost like dragonborn. But something distinct.
Cute. Okay, well let's go hunting then. We won't find any any innocent people here, but
Well, like any dragons, they can change their face to be human or not if they want to. As you can do now. Change into a dragon form. So can they. To flit about the air, should you please.
I'm gonna mail this letter to Taryn, and then it'll magically appear when they wake up in the next morning. Well, let's go home. I gotta go find you guys something for dinner that is the blood of the innocents.
That was
so
just a joke.
No, it wasn't. You're listening too much to these crazy people out here.
Father says the sheep taste better if they're scared.
What? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go get some food, and you can go scare some sheep.
Yeah!
Trinket, where do we find sheep?
You have them imported.
Oh Jesus. Can I also get what do you call it? My vapes imported too.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, it can be done.
Cause I definitely kept them. I just want to make sure I can actually, vape for the rest of my life.
And not while you're fucking pregnant.
I do what I want, Trinket.
She's gonna give all these dragon babies
A little popcorn
developmental
lung.
disabilities.
Oh yeah, that's cute. They're
That's
just
the
dying
most
children.
fucked
That's
up
fun.
thing you've done all season. Laurel's done a lot of fucked up shit, but smoking and drinking while pregnant takes the cake.
That's where we draw the line.
Murdered my fish baby. All right, I'll return the favor.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Well, year 3 or year 4. What's happening in year 4 as we approach?
Hazel sells her arrow catching shield, and I want to see if she can get a +3 shield instead. I don't know how much this thing's worth. It's a +2 shield, magical shield thing
2K.
that she got from somebody.
2K.
All right, and then she wants to get
Best
a
offer.
plus. Sure.
8K.
And then-
Best offer.
Great.
Because that's how much I wait.
One
That's how much I
reason-
charged you earlier in the night for a +3, right?
You charged me 6K, which
6K.
I subtracted 2 from.
Okay. How
6K
much do
for
I
the
get
+3.
for? How much do I get for the arrow catching shield?
2K.
Which is a. Okay. So that's 4K. And we just got paid
Oh
another
wait, what is it?
11?
What's the arrow catching
Hang
shield?
on.
Is it a rare?
It's a +2.
Okay, it's another
shield.
+2. So yeah, 2K.
Okay.
We get 11,000 gold.
11K.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
air catching shield's a rare shield.
23. Okay, so then subtract 4 from that because I'm gonna okay. Alright, and then I'm gonna delete that. The fuck out of here. Okay, hang on.
If you guys want to visit the Shady Merchant again, you can too. The guy from the blood with all the Bloodborne items.
I'll read the letter I wrote to Taryn if you want.
You listen. You can. And Yusuf's there with him, so if he gets the letter first, it's like shit.
Okay, you're gonna have to, because Yusuf will burn it on the spot. You gotta like, you gotta soften the blow.
Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, Taryn could
Okay.
just read it with the quill.
Yeah. Waking up, it just magically appears. It's just
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, funny. Yeah. Poof. Hopefully, having put Yusuf to bed very well, he's gonna get up early. Shove it somewhere. Like, oh shit. It's like, remembering exactly what Nira said. Like, oh, he's gonna burn it. Like, Taryn's like, I don't know if I should read this, but I'm not gonna read it here. I'm not opening that bitch right now. Cool. Okay. Awesome. And tuck it away but he will go and read it with the quill eventually. But they're at the cabin, so at some point,
Yeah, a
when he
little,
does get
little,
back-
maybe a little summer and a little fall retreat. Or I will say a little spring retreat at the cabin, maybe early in year 3.
guys, him getting everyone like, guys, I got a letter. I got a letter from her. I finally got one.
You went to the house for this? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you guys, I guess, coming to see me.
Wait, what are we talking about? You got a tattoo?
Little spring retreat at Terran's cabin where he's got some news for everybody.
You see Hazel's hair kind of get a little bit animated. Her prehensile hair that she can have sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I know, Hazel, I know. But I got one. I haven't read it yet. Because we all know Yusuf will burn it on the spot.
So we're hiding things from your husband, the scariest person in L'Oreal?
Listen. Listen.
Sure might be.
Listen. Alright.
Oh, I'm all in for this. I love hiding things from people. I'm just making sure we all know we're in the same boat.
Taryn already knows. He's like, shit, fuck, why, shit, fuck. Okay. But
He
yeah, if
didn't
you want
know
to read it.
Laurel. This is
Yeah. Dear Taryn, Mr. Soon-to-be Caraway, it suits you. You've always had a way with making people feel safe, like they belonged, like the world wasn't a cruel as it really is. Yusuf is lucky, but I don't have to tell him that. He already knows. I've been trying to find words for this letter, but none of them feel right. I think it's because nothing I say will change what I did or make it hurt any less. I wish I could tell you that I regret it, that if I had the chance, I would have done things differently. But we both know that would have been a lie, and you've always saw through my lies. I was selfish, I see that now. I took what I needed, freedom, purpose, and a path that was truly mine, and left behind people who only ever wanted the best for me. You most of all. I know you wanted me to do the right thing. Maybe in another life I could have, but I wouldn't. But maybe I wouldn't have been so drawn to the fire, to the hunger of wanting more. But there was this moment, one that I've carried with me, where you trusted me. When it came to the horn, you didn't question, you didn't push, you just trusted, and that meant more to me than I ever let on. It still does. You always reminded me of the earth itself, steady, unshaken, something people could have build their lives upon. In me, I've always been fire, too restless, too reckless, a force that consumes as much as it warms. That's why I left. Maybe I was afraid if I stayed, I'd turn everything and everyone to ash. I'm sorry, Taryn. Not just for leaving, but making you believe, even for a moment, that you failed me. You never did. If anything, I failed you. If I ever find my way home again, if there is anything left of me worth forgiving, I hope you're still there, standing firm as you always have. But if not, if the day comes when I am nothing more than a memory, I hope you remember me for who I was before the fire took hold. With all the love I never said out loud, Laurel.
Mateo raises his hand.
Hazel's just looking out the window.
Yes, Mateo.
She's a bit of a two-faced bitch.
Him. Mm. Ah. He's gonna close it. Put it back in the envelope. And just.
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to click that.
Shit. Well, I guess we've all gotten letters now.
In one of them, she at least mentioned thinking of forgiveness. The only one where she pictured any kind of future where she comes back.
Do you think she wrote these all at the same time?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, she said Mr. Soon to be Caraway, so how in the fuck is she? You know, never mind.
Of course she's watching us.
There's a Nira leaning back in a chair a little too far, a little too precarious. Told you.
I'm just.
Nira, please don't fall.
You're your own person. Don't listen to anybody else. Fall if you want to.
No, don't.
You do quickly hear a and then grab to the table.
I'm just. The first thing that came to my mind was maybe that was like it was the last letter she sent to us. So it just feels like that was the hardest. I'm just wondering why.
I mean, what the fuck else could you be doing there in that place?
Fucking
yeah.
Draxar? I don't know.
I mean,
we don't know that. We don't know
we
that.
Just a theory.
All the extra stuff. We only know that Laurel is there with Zarakthar. That's it.
Hazel doesn't know how bad she lost the breakup yet to a fucking ancient dragon, so you know.
I mean, with Laurel's sex history, is it too much to assume that she's fucking the dragon?
I mean, her dad called it.
Mm.
Nah, I'm not gonna assume that.
Hazel, you're gonna see her hair kind of like grow a little bit. You're used to seeing her hair be weird at this point. Grow and kind of like look like a hand asking to see the letter.
And
she's
I don't like that.
And look, Terrence is unfazed. He's just like,
yeah,
just puts it in.
You don't want to keep this, right?
No.
She's gonna give it to Quilbert, who's gonna shred it like he did hers.
We should have shown that to. Fuck it. He would have done the same thing.
To Yusuf, he would have burned it before, as soon as he found out who it was from.
And then my ass would be in trouble.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to start off a marriage lying to your husband.
It's not lying. It just doesn't concern him right now. He's not here.
Technically, anything I do now concerns him, to be honest.
Well,
I am whipped. Yes.
Man, I adore you so much.
You are what?
I'm whipped. I'm whipped. I am that. Yes, effectively. For a long time now. Yes. I'm gonna have to explain it eventually, but just not right now. Trying to enjoy the bliss. Just let me enjoy the bliss, please, please, for the love of God.
You haven't done anything wrong.
No, I didn't mean to accuse you. I'm just.
You, Evelyn, and Sophia are the best examples I have seen of the fact that love exists. So I need you to have not done anything wrong, please.
Slam! Near hits the floor.
Yusuf Caraway. early in year 3. And we'll say the end of year 2. One of your informants in the city of Cephas does begin to inform to you some alarming news.
Go on.
It comes through your, from the scrying orb. The dragon mates. A new horde will be upon us. In a century time, who knows? He seeks to take back the city of Solara, his empire.
And I'm sure rule the world from a throne no one can reach him at. I think Yusuf is going to. This is work business, so it's not about keeping it from the quill, but maintaining some level of calm throughout the rest of the city. He has to let the Seven know, and I think in larger preparation and understanding, he's gonna let Severus know.
I assume you know where Severus is and go and take his... I don't know, do you send him a sending spell or do you go and see him?
I think I'm going to keep us professionally distant, and not invade his space, but also, yes, do ascending because I want to keep the door open or cracked. I don't want to keep the door open, but I want it to be like we can still communicate, we can still work cordially, but business only.
And there is plenty of business to be done.
Well, business and Nira. Anything Nira related also. But yes.
There are greater threats that lurk in the city. Caraway.
My intention is to focus on the one. Well, two. We will handle Zarakthar. We will handle Laurel. Anything else has to first present as a threat before it should be dealt with.
There are things that are not going to take too kindly to us going there. Do you have a plan?
I'm going to level with you. I have a family now. My sister has a family now. You, he's kind of implying Nira at this point, have a family now. We do what must be done.
There's no response.
Beyond letting the important people know, the Seven and Severus, I think Yusa's just going to reach out to important figures around this region, just to get make sure your defenses are actually, prepared. Make sure you're actually ready for something. We
Where?
don't know.
In the Forgotten Lands?
Yeah, basically. Like the lands between the grasslands, and then between L'Oreal and Cetus. Just letting his contacts know to let other people know. Just make sure you're actually prepared. We don't know what's going to be coming and when. We don't know if something is coming, but now's the time to shore up defenses and make sure that what defenses you have in place actually can hold.
Alright, well, here will be a fun way to end our session for the night. Unless there's anything else.
Can we play Kahoot?
There is a meeting of the Seven at some point. More than a meeting of the Seven. A meeting of the greatest minds in the land. Everyone's there. High in the tower of the Amethyst Keep, where they start to discuss. And Severus again makes an appearance before everyone. You would know the first time he's actually appeared before the Seven in a while. He gets footnotes, he takes them through conversations, but he's not appeared in the Seven because he's not a member of the Seven. He doesn't go to the court anymore. Like, he doesn't attend the meetings. But he does show up to this one to present his concept for a new weapon.
Ooh.
One that he says, much to the dismay of the faith, could cripple the ley lines of a city. Making the people within it much easier to take out. Like Zorakthar. Or the worst things in the city. And proposes essentially the destruction of the place. Or perhaps a covert team whom we could all think of could get some sort of weapon in there. Deal with everything for us. Look, Zorakthar doesn't want to stick around. If there's no city to repair in Solara. He has the ability to leave. He probably won't stick around. We just have to force him out. And look, Cetus has been on the corner of the world where all the liches and unfawned live for centuries. Like, am I really talking such crazy shit?
I have to add in here that it's not just like, oh, these are unwanted people, like they're you know, monsterkin or beastkin. Like, we understand that this is the area before Cetus is lawless. Those towns are all already lawless, where murderers, thieves, trafficking, etc. occur.
The whole continent.
Cetus is where it gets worse than that.
Yeah,
So the people
Cetus
that are there
is
like
the average person in Cetus is a necromancer, a lich, like a dark wizard living on the fringes of society, like bad people. There are no good people in Cetus.
Are there slaves in Cetus?
Probably not for very long.
because they get used. Yeah, no, the whole place has to go.
Yeah, Severus presents this big grand scheme.
So is Cetus just the libertarian dream, or?
Wow.
Now, I know we don't all like to admit it, but it is a city it's an eternal city, built by an outer god. We only know of so many of those. And something's probably not gonna like it. It's a pretty well-known fact that there's something a little worse than Zarakthar lingering out there. So, here's my plan. My plan A, if you'd all like to listen. What if we employ... No, you're not. This is just Yusuf Caraway. This is an out of character scene that we'll get to at the end of year 4 when they present this all to you. What if we get Zarakthar to help us? Turn him and the girl against something darker, with the promise of their precious city back. And then when they're wounded, helpless, and at our disposal, we dispatch them, once and for all.
Who all is this plan being presented to?
The 7, plus Severus, several members of the faith, and just probably other high-ranking members of the magistrate. You're there.
Yusuf, and is the Quill there at all?
No other members of the Quill are there presently.
Okay.
This would be just essentially a 7 meeting. But Yusuf Caraway is there.
I don't make it a habit of using people like this. But if there is something darker and worse, first I think you should present us what that is.
Well, a practicing priest of the faith steps forward.
We have documentation of the outer god that lives there. Setha, in the corpse city beyond Cetus, slumbering in the hills, dark magic of foul, outer gods. Should do good to be rid of the whole place. Then maybe we can replace it with good primordials. In the boxes.
That sounds more like we're challenging free will and existence itself. I'm not seeing why this actually benefits us unless we're just so afraid of the possibility. I prefer to stick to handling Zarakthar and Laurel. That's all. Anything else, I don't want to strike first. I won't be a part of any plan to be some grand conqueror, killer.
Well, he
slayer.
could spend centuries there building an army. We have to act now! Several people in the crowd are like, yeah, we have to act now.
And so could we. I won't be a part of any act to strike first. That's cruel. If there is an opportunity and a chance to meet across a table and talk things out, I think we should look into it. Until this outer god presents itself as a threat, I won't treat it as one.
Severus speaks up. So what, we let him have the city back?
We take out the two, and then when the next thing rises, we deal with that when it comes.
Well, we're going to have to strike the city then. We'll have to take the fight to them. They won't leave. They'll spend a century on the corners of the world building up an army until they can take back Solara, and then they will. Are you prepared to wait a century? Or two?
I think we're talking about a similar thing and dancing around the same subject. We can go to Cetus. We can attack Zarakthar and Laurel, yes. But we're not striking first in that arena. The strikes were already thrown. We're just now ending the fight. But dealing with any greater evil beyond that, I see no reason to.
There's a lot of deliberation. And deliberation that will continue over the course of the year. And that's where we'll end our session for the night. I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Next week, we're done. We're done with the time skip next week.
Actually, could I just be in year one next week?
No. Because this has taken a long time. I want to play an Ebonhearth soon.
Oh, Hazel wants to sell the Gloomrot studded leather armor as well. I don't know what rarity it is. Do you? Yeah. How do I check that?
I do also, to be clear, if Nira finds out about kids, she's gonna murder them kids. Yusuf's against murdering children as a general premise, but like could be talked into the fact that
Okay, finish up stuff because
whose
we're
kids
going
they
to
are.
Zwylander Land.
It's rare armor that does this.
So probably one more session, and then the session after that we do the big fight.
There was so there will definitely be the time skip, and then probably next week will probably be us finishing up season 4 or year 4 and talking extensively about what we're gonna do at the end of the plot together. And then it might take us 2 or 3 episodes to get through a real major crazy dungeon crawl as we go to the city of Cetus and do some crazy battles. I have no idea how long that will take. Probably a couple of episodes at least.
Okay.
And then, regardless of that, we will have a wrap-up episode, or possibly even two. Like, one full, guarantee one full 4-hour session of post-game. Where if you all survive, we all just talk about, like, we come to a session and we talk about, like, you know, what happened after. Because we always do a post-game session. Or, well, I want to try and do a post-game session.
I think post-game sessions are really fun. It's really cathartic.
I'm hoping we're done with Lunaria in less than 5 episodes.
Okay.
I'm hoping we're done with Lunaria by the end of April. I would love to be starting up Zweihander. Because we'll probably take a break somewhere in there, and we'll have we'll probably have a session that's not like actually a session where we do like for Zweihander, I want to do a proper session 0